So, getting hopefully no tech issues. We should be starting. First stream for us. Just going to do a quick recap of what we've done so far. So, first of all, I suppose welcome to the Eldritch Scribe. We're going to be a D&D channel, hopefully. And last our heroes met, they were contracted by the Lawmaster of the city of Rindleton to investigate dark tidings that had befallen Lavoca. A myth thought long to be naught but fairy tale. The Hollow Man, a dark construct that came knocking on the nights to claim the heads of the residents of Lavoca. With a bit of quick wit and strong will, they found the source of the Hollow Man's power and dispatched it, bringing a semblance of peace to Lavoca for now. Although short-lived, they did find out that there is inclinations of a demonic cult for the demon lord Ropalocerex, the purveyor of deception. New clues lead to a moonlit plateau deep in the enchanted forest known as the Woad. A girl has gone missing, and our party's work is yet to be concluded. Did it first try. So, yeah, that brings us through. And I suppose starting with first down the line, Raf Belfira, could you introduce your character?
All right, I am playing Belfira, tiefling fighter. Appearance-wise, she's a tall, golden-skinned tiefling with long, dark hair that has been dyed purple towards the tips. There are just two shorter horns just poking out through the top of it. She's dressed in fairly simple but practical traveling clothes with her armor just placed on top. Nothing too expensive or ornate, but it looks like it's taken its fair share of damage over the years. And then just over the top of that, she wears a large brown coat that just rests over the top of her shoulders. You also see that her left arm is covered in a series of white tattoos that just swirl down the length of it. And yeah, that's...
Okay. Next down the line, Kate, also playing Nux. Could you tell us a little bit about your character?
Absolutely. I'll be playing Nux, a changeling changeling monk. They go under they them. They appears to be late 20s, early 20s, late teens sort of situation. 5'7", very slender, very pale white skin, as well as pure white eyes and white hair. They have, best way I can describe the way that they are is nervous and shy, but that's because of a whole thing that's just recently gone down.
Okay, thank you. AJ, our staff sorcerer playing Liber, could you introduce yourself?
Yeah, so I'm playing Liber, a half-elf sorcerer, wild magic sorcerer, so that's going to be fun. Liber is about 25-ish, or at least looks it. He's 6 foot, has shoulder-length brown hair, which he likes to wear in a half ponytail sort of thing. He wears, typically moss green sort of traveling gear. And he's got a familiar around his neck, a weasel going by the name of Ictus, and a spell book on his hip. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So now down to Staff Sorcerer 2 Electric Boogaloo, but a wizard. Jen playing Aura, could you introduce yourself, please?
Hey, I'm Jen playing Aura. That was already said. Aura is a white necromancer wizard. She also has a familiar that's a gray tabby named Yuna. She has very, very impractically long white hair and is very, very pale and has 2 black horns coming out of her forehead.
Thank you. And saving the noble for last, Daria playing our resident bard, Eleanor.
Yes, my character is called Lady Eleanor Morel. She is an Asima bard of eloquence. She is indeed a noble, recently cast out from the mansion. Suspicious circumstances, who knows? But she is tall, blonde, and haughty. That's kind of like she is.
Yeah. So, with introductions out of the way, we wake on the morning, I want to say of the 5th of the month. Your newly acquired home in Lavoca. Not a fancy place. No indoor plumbing, much to the dismay of Eleanor. But the space is yours. You have plans to head to the Moonlit Plateau, hopefully today. It is a rough full day of travel. So any last minute preparations or anything you wish to get done in Lavoka, I recommend you do it now before you leave. The floor is yours, though.
I would like to talk to Wilfira if she's up.
Yeah. Should probably just be around somewhere in the main area.
Probably eating breakfast. What do we have for breakfast?
What was left for us here, food-wise?
Like, nothing fancy. First of all, grains, stale bread.
Yeah.
No meat.
It's right.
Delightful.
It's croutons.
I suppose
Yeah,
if you were
sure.
to go by a very specific D&D lifestyle sense, it is a squalid lifestyle.
I do not like this.
You do not like this. There is fresh fungus and moss growing around the side of your house if you so wish to pick it, but I do not recommend it.
No, I
Freshest
do
thing
not.
here.
I don't wish to touch it. All right.
So I'm just digging into my stale food.
Oh yeah, bon appetit. All right. Well, good morning, Wilfira. How are you this day?
I don't know. Not too bad. It was nice to sleep in, well, I would say a comfortable bed, but just a bed.
Just a bed. Well, I'm glad you're fine today, but I do have a bone to pick with you. Yes. You see, before yesterday, I thought that Aura's lack of hairstyle was a choice. A misguided fashion statement, perhaps. But recently I found out that she doesn't have a hairbrush. Previously I thought, well, she likes moss in her hair, disgusting, but none of my business. But it turns out she's in such an unfortunate situation. She's your ward. Why didn't you amend this?
Well, I mean, just to clarify a few things here, she is not exactly my ward, so to speak. I did take her in and make sure she had somewhere to live, but she may not look at it. She is an adult, and I do not intend to care for her every need. She never asked me for a hairbrush or for help there, so I guess it never came to mind. I'm sorry.
No, don't need to apologize. I don't need all of that because I have decided. Once we go back to Riddleton, we all three of us are going shopping, and I will graciously help you all fix this unfortunate situation.
To buy or a hairbrush, or is there more to it?
Well, I think there's more to it. You know, if she doesn't have a hairbrush, what else doesn't she have? Perfume? That's barbaric.
I'd like to enter the room now.
All right.
Yeah.
Aura descends the stairs. How well do you think your hair kept in the night?
Oh yeah, she hasn't done anything to it, so it's still in like that big,
Amazing.
like kind of one, like very much haphazard and fallen down, and she looks a little bit like a mess. And she's just like, "Mel, look at my hair," because she doesn't realize yet.
Not probably the best time, but good morning, Aura.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I interrupt?
No, I don't know. It was just telling me about your lack of hairbrush. I'm sorry, I didn't realize that was something you wanted or needed help with.
I mean, I wasn't gonna ask because that's just rude. You are giving me a house and everything. But like, it wasn't really a problem when we were just walking around the city because I could just kind of like comb it through with my fingers. But like, going
I
in
did
the
see that.
yeah, going out into the forest is kind of a different thing.
Yes,
Not
I should have
inches.
thought about that. Well,
Not your fault. I should have asked if I needed it.
Eleanor has graciously, offered to take you out shopping once you return to Rendleton to make sure that you have a hairbrush and anything else she thinks is necessary for you.
Are there other necessary things?
Yes, darling. Of course, you need to have something to take care of your hair, your face, your hands, your body, everything. That's just a requirement for a respectable woman.
I don't think I'm very respectable, Val.
Look. But sure, once you return to Rendleton, absolutely.
I need to save Carta first, though.
True.
It's more
Speaking-
important than hair brushes.
Well, I'm not sure if Eleanor agrees, but
I mean, if you don't remember, I was the one that forced all of us to stay here and go find her as soon as possible. I do think it's important. But after we're done with this, we will make sure you are presentable, because since we're all together, how you look will reflect on me, and that's important.
of course.
Is it though?
As Libra enters the room.
Liva!
I mean, we can just do it with magic, can't we? And I'll use prestidigitation to make myself smell like a pine tree.
Well, it is just, it is not as a complete thing. I don't know how it works, but sure.
I don't
Fair
have
enough.
prestidigitation.
Might be an issue. We can work on that.
The closest thing I have is this, and I'm just gonna use Claws of Darkness and like, yeah. She's not actually gonna do anything. She's just gonna be like, yeah. This is the only thing I can do to change my appearance right now.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
I'll let it drop.
Right. So is there anything any of us want to take care of before we leave today, or?
I'm gonna go check on Max.
That's a good idea.
Right.
Do we have enough rations, or can we get some from?
You have enough.
We have enough. We didn't use any of our own on our way here.
Very true.
Nux found some on the way. Out this there with foraging. So we should be well supplied enough.
And Aura's gonna walk over into the living room and like crawl up into like one of the big like I guess, I don't like armchairs is what it looks like.
You guys
It's
have one
just,
comfy chair out of 3.
Not sitting in the comfy chair.
No.
Nope. Aura's gonna climb up into the comfy chair and like she's very much like crisscross, kind of like her knees are like up, like she's not sitting in a chair like a normal person.
Just seeing that as people walk in, sort of like adjusting the bones in his hand, in their hand. Sorry, just seeing what they can do with
Does
it.
that hurt?
Not really. Mostly it's a little sting. Talking about this with Liber, he was curious about if he was a changeling. That's kind of weird, to be honest.
Well, he doesn't remember. He wanted me to cast Identify on him. He's enchanted. Did you know that? Oh, maybe I should have not said that.
Would I hear this?
At least
This place isn't very big. You definitely hear this conversation. Like the map is to scale. It's not a large house.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, Liber will just sort of look over and just be like,
In fact, there's line of sight between you. Like you can see technically on the stairs. Like it is a banister that goes up. Like it's just wooden steps. You can kind of just look back. And you what?
Pretend like you don't know that, okay? I forgot that was supposed to be a secret, but he said that you guys were talking, so I made the assumption that he told you.
Okay. Gotcha. Liber isn't. Gotcha. Got it. Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Okay. Are you doing okay? I know that things have been weird.
Just staying out of the rest of your way.
Okay. She's gonna like kind of like smack her hands on her knees and be like, I know that there's stuff that happened in the past, and I know that Vel kind of wants to kill you a bit, but you're still a part of the group. Like you're still here, so you're not a ghost. I mean, we're both very, very pale, but you're not a ghost.
Just like looks at themselves like, sure. I haven't seen many ghosts, but I've heard that they look kind of like this.
I mean, I get that a lot too, but I'm gonna get sending once we get back, and we're gonna find the actual Zerikos, and everything will be great, and things will be good. So, I mean, things are kind of like right now, but it'll be fine. It'll be okay, and we can do it. So, you're not staying out of our way. You're still here too.
I'm over here. You're over there.
Did you eat breakfast?
No.
She's gonna get up and she's gonna like grab your hand and like pull you into the kitchen.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, no, you're like literally 20 foot away. Like, it's the same room.
Might not even.
Don't
You
make
are
it
still
weird.
there.
It's like
I mean,
yeah, it's like
Don't make it
25 feet away. Just 25 feet away.
So-
And sit at
Yeah.
the table. Boop.
I don't know where the table is, to be honest. Just give it a bug, Miguel.
You're on the map. Oh,
I know, but
is your lighting not
Dark vision.
working?
no.
1 second. I'll fix
Oh
that.
no, no, no.
I have a solid 10
Technology.
feet of vision.
Oh, that is my mistake then.
I just assumed I was blind intentionally.
It's
The
now.
bullying continues.
Did that
Oh,
fix it for you?
Yes.
There you are. It just I had it set to nighttime when it was still nighttime. So
As we are eating breakfast, Eleanor will try to remind everyone that we should be very efficient because the girl's life is on the line and everyone gets their cool temporary HP.
okay, using your inspiring leader feature.
7?
Yes.
How much is
I
that
do-
now? 7?
7 now, I believe.
Yes, it is.
Question: would Eleanor sit at the head of the table, or whereabouts would she sit in relation to everyone else? Does she sit on the benches beside others, or will she sit at the head of the table?
This question just decides the game now. This
Because
is-
there's 2 ends of the table, so far everyone's chosen to be neutral on the benches. I'm just curious.
She will definitely she'll definitely be seated far away from Nux. So,
Okay, so up beside Buffy.
probably here.
By the fireplace.
Look at
Then
Lila just
Nux needs
by
to make the
himself.
counter power play and sit at the other end. Except I don't think he has the confidence for that.
Like, we'll sit in the middle just to be like, you know.
Library definitely man spreads. It's just a thing. He gets his entire bench to
yeah.
himself.
For sure.
Yeah.
It just has its own seat.
So what's our plan? Do we just go in right now, or do we want to tell the head of the village that we're going?
We tell Brother Arkady where we are going, but we don't give him too much, I don't think. I mean, we can if you want, but keep it light on the details.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. From the letter of his predecessor, we know that at least that guy knew about the cult and something was happening. Maybe he told Brother Arkady about like some weird things going on the plateau. I don't know. Maybe it should be something we should ask.
Yeah,
You was so
brother.
secrecy. Oh, sorry.
No, just Brother Avo. The letter there was that the ritual won't work. There was a sound of discourse, which I assume is the singing, which we've dealt with now, and follow the mass. So I don't know if we can get anything else from Arkady that we already that we don't already have.
A little bit of clarification on this, just for you guys. It's been a hot minute since you found it out. So, the forest here, the woad, works. It has binding magic, very much so. And swearing an oath under the light of the woad, that's something you don't break lightly. And he swore an oath to Brother Arvo to not divulge more information than Annie should be about the journey, and only confirmed what you found, but didn't tell you anything new about it.
Yeah.
Doing
So maybe we shouldn't tempt it.
No. You know the way you guys all have a relationship, like you have a relationship with the forest because it is a sentient being. Breaking an oath is a very harsh, I think, like -10 to your relation with the wood. So it would put him in severe bad standing, which would almost put him as an enemy, and then the woad may even end up like other settlements have started in the woad, will not finish. You know,
Basically, spicy.
dangerous.
Yeah.
He's only ever been able to confirm stuff that you've already told him. He hasn't been able to tell you anything.
Okay, so let's not curse the 80-year-old man, because that would be a bad way to go. I think. Yeah, I think we get out there, like Eleanor was saying yesterday. Just get out there and see what we can find. Sound good?
Yes, what?
It's fully up to you guys. You do know the direction. It will take a full days of travel, so if you left now, you would arrive by nightfall.
Yeah, we head there.
And we have everything for camping, right? If we need to set
Yeah,
up
actually,
camp there.
point of order, in the house, like it's not barren. Like Josh didn't take all his father's belongings. You've actually found 2 tents, just like single person tents, but
Okay.
2 tents all the same.
Yes. Guess who's going to carry those?
You know,
Oh, resident strong girl.
look, when the group average strength score is still a minus because of everyone else, it definitely does something.
Yeah.
But no, yeah,
Alright,
you find some
we-
tents,
we
you have
go.
all the correct equipment. So you head northwest, I believe, is towards the area.
Before we leave the house, I'm just going to quickly pop to the side and just change my form to being
Okay.
Gaker.
So you shift your appearance to not look.
The whole
changing
growth
self.
form.
So you're still traveling into the wood. It's not ever guaranteed to be safe. You do have someone who knows the way, so the survival check won't be that difficult. But I suppose we're going to find out.
Oh god.
So
Should we leave the drop of blood like we did last time?
Every single time.
Then we'll know we're here.
Yeah.
it is recommended every time you enter the wood that you should do this ritual, because while it can track you, its vision, so to speak, works on a tremor sense basis, but a blood sense. So it always knows where everything is in its forest, but it can't put a name, a genealogy to the steps unless it has your blood. And when you exit and re-enter, it's kind of, doesn't have any example. So, it is a sentient being, but it is not fully omniscient.
Yet.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's also not
So
burnt to the
we'll
ground.
give them
Yeah. But who knows?
All right.
So I just realized I don't have any music playing for Livoka.
I've
Oh,
never
no.
been able to hear the music, so it's fine.
You're missing out. It's great.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
No, I've just never been able to hear it.
I know. Way to make her feel included, AJ. Come on.
Look, it should work.
Jen, do you have music on minimum in your settings on Roll20?
I don't believe so.
Maybe check. Maybe that's why you can't hear it.
The master music volume is up, so
Weird.
I'm just not allowed.
That's where
This
my
has been
knowledge
an error
ends.
we've
I don't
had
know.
many times. We'll try and figure it out some other day.
It's fine.
So, as you leave, making your way deep within the wood, I believe that falls to Nook's to lead our survival check.
Can we help?
Are you proficient? Is anyone here proficient in survival?
Oh,
No, but
hate
three of
this
us
question.
were in this place previously. Oh no, that's a different place.
No, you have not gone this way. You've been to the grotto where the singing tree was, but you have not been. The only person who's been to the Moonlit Plateau is Nux. And the former
Yeah.
Zerakos,
Is it
but
possible to inspire?
I would allow it. Yeah, I'll allow it, or if anyone has guidance or such, I can allow it.
What would Eleanor say for inspiration?
Would be something-
Would Eleanor inspire him?
No, it would be very shitty. Like, well, I hope you know what you're doing and not bringing us to our demise this time.
Oh,
This time.
Well,
I'm not going to make you
We
take the
can't really-
inspiration or use it.
Is that even an inspiration?
Look,
that's just
the
a
rules is
permanent-
written technically.
Look,
By
I feel like she's a drill sergeant. Look, I have to get it done now, so I also have to do laps around the field or whatever the fuck drill sergeants do.
I just hope she doesn't make you do push-ups, because that won't go well.
Lead
First
on.
roll. First roll the stream.
First roll of the stream.
Actually, not bad. I want people to buck the girl.
Okay.
Fuck it, I might as well use the inspiration as well while we're here. It's going to be... I can do math, I promise. 25.
25. So, the boat is primarily not hindering your travel pace, which is very handy that it's not shifting landmarks in usual places where you would signify an area you're passing. The travel goes pretty quick. Nothing actually impedes your movement, but let's have a quick little encounter check, see if there's anything. Okay, you're all right. You do spot a couple different things that you wouldn't quite like to encounter on your path. Shifting animals and bears and the like, and just natural inhabitants, and they just skirt around that. It's better for you. You do, after a full day's travel, and quite a long day's travel, probably far more comfortable for some than others, who are used to traveling the boat. By the time you get here, it does come to about night time. The sun is getting low. Nux, I don't believe you have dark vision. Are you going to light any torches, lanterns, anything?
Light a torch.
Okay. So, let me just put you guys onto a different map. So, the air here it's heavy. The moon, although it is not in its fullest yet, is high in the sky, almost illuminating this entire grotto with a dim light, this plateau. There's, unfortunately, a quite heavy smell of iron in the air, and you're not quite sure why.
Iron like blood or
Make me a nature check or survival check, whichever you'd rather.
nature from me? Of course. Why wouldn't I? 7.
Could be weapons.
I know so much about nature. Yeah.
Might just be your weapons. Who knows? Belfier, as you get there,
Sorry, I was just
have. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just say I do have dark vision, so I don't know if that impacts anything.
Not the
As do
smells, but you guys should be able to all see what you see on the map, if I'm correct.
Oh,
Yeah,
yikes.
that's spicy.
As you spot off in the distance, I say all of you have a decent. You can see this large, as was described, this stone summoning circle of sorts, an offering table, and there is a. I don't know what an unconcerning amount of blood would be, but there's a concerning amount of blood leading off of this.
Yeah. What are these little
So there
goblin-y...
is, towards the entrance, the path breaks and shatters the broken marble. There's dead ahead of you, before leading up into the plateau, 2 just stone gargoyles that stand in disrepair at this stage. They don't look like they've seen any tender loving care or someone taking care of this area in a long while.
Okay.
Bits are missing out of them. But I suppose if you want to get up closer and investigate or such, we can do that.
Take a few steps closer, just
Before we step closer, can we try to listen or look around? Maybe that's an ambush.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
most
see if there's
certainly
anyone
can. Roll
around.
a perception check, please, Eleanor, since you said that.
Can I aid that?
You can make your own.
Alright.
I would also be kind of on high alert. Is it okay if I?
Sure. Well, do the
okay.
three of you.
Everyone.
Everyone just pile on. Get your perception and such checks out there.
Yeah. Do I want to use
12.
that? I don't. Alright, let's just try this. Yeah, no.
I have a team though. That's fun for me.
I can't see shit.
Just need to turn your dark vision on.
21, okay. So, Ori got 21, Libra got 6, Eleanor
6.
18. So, somewhere, you can't see fully, if I'm correct, to exactly where the noise would be coming from, or the concerning noises. You do hear something coming vaguely from the northeast, following that blood trail.
Like following as in like it's making the blood trail as it leaves, or
You can't
like,
see that
it's
yet. Whatever, it's past the trail. You can't even see fully where the trail has gone. You do see
Okay.
broken wagons. It does look like there's been a skirmish of sorts here. There is, at least 2.5 humans worth of blood there on the
Ooh,
on the altar.
that's a great description.
I'm just,
Look for quantity.
I'm just gonna
And
look
something left wounded away from the altar.
That's
There is still in the middle of the dais a large sort of crystalline sphere in the middle. It looks to be on a raised pedestal, and it is immaculate. The only thing here on the altar that is still untouched.
Yeah.
I'm going to check around to the right and see where the trail leads.
Be quiet.
Let's see aside the shit. Can I try to estimate how old the blood is? Is it dry? Is it still like
Give me a medicine check.
everything I'm not proficient in? Why?
Yeah, everything you're not proficient in. So
No.
Not bad.
medicine. It's difficult to tell with this. It's by the sheer quantity, it's not dried up the quickest. So I'd say you're talking a couple days at most.
Couple days and it's still not dried. Jeez, how much was it?
Look, at least 2.5 humans.
There is a camp around up here.
Yeah.
Does it appear, like from a distance, does it appear to be abandoned, or like?
So either roll perception at a distance or get a little closer and roll investigation.
I'm gonna get a little closer in that case.
Hell yeah.
What's your passive perception?
Oh, it is trash. Passive perception 9.
Okay, thank you.
God damn it. Can we? I assume both of the magic people are going to have a look at this orb.
Oh yeah, I definitely was wanting to have a look at the crystal and like the
Okay.
magic-y symbols.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll do first Valfira getting closer, at least moving up towards where the bedrolls are. Valfira, can you roll me an investigation check?
Sure can. Okay, that's not great, but I'm going to. Are we still doing the D6 inspiration?
Yeah, so if you little rule I do there is I get my players to keep an in-character journal, and if it's done every week, they get a 1d6 that works the same way as a bardic inspiration, stacking up to 3d6. But yes, you can use it if you so wish.
That's a 17 in that case.
Okay. You're looking around for signs of stuff. This blood, it becomes less and less as you get there. The only thing there for you, though, is as you start your turn within 30 feet of that tent, I need a constitution save from you. As there's locusts and various insects in the air that are just, like, buzzing around you, biting at you.
And moths.
Few moths.
15.
15. Okay. You're okay.
But I'm just gonna just take a step away.
Okay. As you were there, move back, please. You don't get away that easily. Even with that perception, you hear the crunch of bone and the ripping of sinew and flesh. Something is feasting within the tent.
Spicy meatball.
I'm just.
Can I have a stealth check from you, please? Disadvantage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on? Do we see that some shit is going down?
No shit's gone down yet, so no.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just gonna double check. If I stand still, do I still have to make a stealth
Yes,
check?
it's disadvantage. You're in heavy armor.
Good try.
I appreciate the attempt.
Can I use my inspiration from last session?
Yeah, should be able to. Your advantage on. Cool.
Just to cancel out the disadvantage.
Sure.
Okay, 13. It's not
13.
terrible.
What languages do you speak?
Common and Infernal.
Okay. Let me just. So, you hear in your mind something in a language you do not understand And this maybe 6 foot tall creature, maggots rotting within open wounds of its skin. It's got a goat-like head with 2 horns that pull around, pulls out of the tent, speaking in a language you don't understand, and it does not look happy with you. Let me just put this on the screen.
Excuse me.
Oh no. Turn
I need
order.
everybody
Oh,
to
God.
roll initiative for me.
Oh no! It's a goat.
I know what
no.
that thing is. Out of character. I don't remember its
Oh.
stats, but what it is.
Good. Good thing you don't know its stats.
Nice initiative, Will. That's
Well,
good.
that's very nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little bit better.
Not as nice as the goat boys. Nat 20.
No, just on 19.
It's almost the same.
A measly 19.
So,
Ooh, Nux. F.
in descending
Oh my
order, as you just hear Velfira call out, you do start your turn within 30 feet of this creature again. So I need another Constitution save again, as the insects and rot that surrounds it. 18, you're okay. It was your turn.
Okay. It's annoying. Actually, let me just double check. How far away is everyone? 30, 40. Okay. Well, I might take us move up a tiny bit, so I close the distance between us. Pulling out my greatsword. Let's double check actually before I decide on anything. Yeah, I'm just gonna use my greatsword, just bring it down, try to slash at it.
Okay. You can certainly try.
22.
That'll definitely hit.
And for the first time, you're just going to see just this sort of weird bluish ripple around the sword as she brings it down. For 18. With
So what is
7
that ability?
first. That was the Psionic Strike.
Okay. So an
So
energy
nice.
people haven't seen Velfira use before. Definitely damaging and making this, I believe it's a Bullseye, a type of demon. Not very happy with you.
Good. I wasn't here to make friends with it.
He was
Okay.
happy with this before.
So I'm just going to step around here. And
Okay, as you get there, you can see directly down into the tent that it pulled the hatch of. And the sight in there is no prettier than what you saw come out of the tent. What you see is a squelching mass of fleshy worms, twisting and writhing, thousands of thin bodies twined together, a smooth skin and barbed segments giving way to eyeless heads, screeching and hissing as they are consuming whatever it is on top of. Green ichor drools down from their mouths as they salivate over their fresh meat.
Breakfast, anyone?
lovely. Cool, that's going to be the end of my turn.
So Dex, I'll add them to the initiative tracker now. Okay, that's
Do you
actually
announce that there's another thing?
great. I did.
No, not
No,
you.
but did Vel.
She would have, yeah, she would have definitely mentioned it.
Good to know. Oh
These are
god.
getting hand now. There's 2 of them.
Ugh.
So, on its turn, let's start with you. So, it will loop around you a little bit to get around to this side. As it sizes you up, still speaking in a language that you just cannot understand. It sounds similar to Infernal, but not quite.
Not quite as smooth and elegant. No.
I wouldn't describe Infernal that way to begin with, but it's going to make an attack on you with it swings around with its body, its barbed tail. That is a little bit cocked. That's not too bad. Does an 18 hit you?
Yeah, and an 18 will definitely hit me.
Okay.
What's your AC, Vel?
17.
17? Alright.
How far are you?
How far am I? I'm 45. What's... I'm just saying the
30
range
or
on...
60 for ill-fated
30,
word.
yeah.
Ill-fated is 30, don't worry.
Now,
Yeah.
God, I very rarely roll a d12. 1 second.
Is it still
Max
fucking-
damage, okay. So that is 14 piercing as the barbed tail sticks into you, piercing between the armor. As you cough up blood, I need a Constitution saving throw as the disease tries to take hold of your body.
Okay. Good thing I have a good con. Okay, that's a 16.
You're okay for now.
I don't like that.
Look, +5 con comes in handy.
Don't say that.
Eleanor, you don't start within 30 feet of it, you're okay.
Yes. Vel is fairly dexterous, isn't she?
No.
No.
She's not. It's not undexterous, just not very dexterous.
Okay. Jeez, the fact that you're between these two, it's, not
I didn't
great.
expect the second one.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna go for it, and hopefully
Sorry.
you'll get
How
it
much
fine.
damage did you take there, Raf? Did I say? I'm not sure if you... 14.
14.
Oh, sorry, temporary HP. I forgot about your temporary
Temporary
HP.
HP, yeah.
Never mind.
That was in handy. Okay, so first of all, I will turn to the creature and use my unsettling words to say, I can't decide what's more disgusting, your smell or how you look. And I will roll my d6. Okay, so from the next saving throw, it has to subtract 3.
Okay.
Subtract? What's the fucking word?
Subtract.
I don't know. Subtract, yeah. Okay, and then I will use my action to fairy fire the 3 of them. I'm sorry, Val.
Okay. I need a dex save then, please.
Yep.
-3 for the goat boy.
So, that's a d12. So -3 for the get boy. Dex save, that's really good. That's a total 16, but -3 brings it down to 13. What's your save?
Oh, 14.
That's clutch.
And I
Yeah, that's
succeed.
Now he's a glowy undead.
What about the third?
Creature rolled a natural 17 plus 3.
Mm.
So the
Well,
creature inside the tent is okay.
Pile of rotting flesh.
And
Pile of
worms.
rotting flesh eating worms, thank you very much.
Sorry, sir.
That's it for me.
So yes, it is fairy fired. Starting its turn, the mass of writhing, squelching, because that's a fun adjective, worms. The other creature speaks out in a language to it that you still have no idea what's saying, and almost like World War Z zombie style, they're just clamoring over each other as they're making their way to Velfira. And yeah, we'll have a bite at you. Actually, it's gonna fully just disgusting. Oh, natural 19. That's not good.
It's going
That's
to
not
disgust.
good. That's not good at all.
No, it isn't. So to start, that is 6 piercing, and I need a con save from you again, please.
6 piercing. Let me just take that. And another con save. Alright, let's see if my luck dies out. Nope.
Nice.
You are very lucky. The only problem for you is, regardless of this, these creatures, they're trying to burrow their way through your armor, -1 off your AC.
Ooh. Goddamn.
That's very spicy. We need to deal with that
So
shit
they're
now.
occupying your space now as well. They're not technically grappling, but they're occupying your space.
Yikes.
Yucky.
How can we fix this?
And that's a permanent -1 to your armor until you repair it. You do have blacksmith's tools. Or
blacksmith's tools.
Okay, question. Are they talking inside of Vel's head, like psychically, or are they speaking out loud?
these things have spoken out loud. The goat-like creature has spoken out loud. The smaller ones have not.
Okay. Would they be happening to speak Sylvan or Elvish?
They are demons. They are speaking Abyssal.
I figured. But, you know, we gotta try.
Didn't think they were speaking giant.
Probably not.
Giant demons, but
Medium demons, thank you very much.
Hey, Michael.
Alright.
Oh, I can't really. That would be helpful. Okay.
If you have anything attacking the goat boy, you have advantage.
Yes.
I do indeed. Oh, sorry. I'm just trying to grab myself and I can't do that. Boop. Oh, hi. Okay, I'm going to Witch Bolt.
Okay. Which one? The thing that is burrowing into Vel's skin, or the one that has the barbed tail and is attacking?
If I were to attack the one that's like burrowing into Vel's skin, would it also get Vel?
No.
Okay,
It's
then I'm
basically,
gonna go-
there's like a mass of these writhing worms on her, so you're basically just be blasting some of the swarm off. It is technically a swarm creature.
Okay, I would definitely like to do that then.
Okay. So roll to hit them.
Roll to the fly swat.
That definitely hits.
Nice.
That's also a nat 20.
That might just be a nat 20. First nat 20 of the stream.
Hey.
So roll damage.
That should be a 1. Jeez. Or not. Okay. That's a 10 times 2, which is 1.
So we rolled the dice twice, so just roll the 2d10. We don't just double.
Sorry, my other game does it the other way.
I know, it's very
Okay, so.
confusing.
Oh, that's even better. That's not even better, but it's 18.
18.
Nice.
Alright. As you notice, the lightning, these things being semi-conductive, doesn't do quite full damage. So very good, you rolled in at 20. So 17. You said 17 total or 18 total?
18.
18, so that's 9 points of damage as it is resistant.
And reaction, I'm gonna be like, I don't think that did as much as it should have. If I
No.
can tell that.
Not quite. You can tell, it kind of like fizzles out across them, kind of like watching, ripples across water. Dissipates. They're not fully immune, but they are resistant. Now, that brings us around to Liber.
Yeah, I'm just doing some maths, I think. Alright, so first off, I am going to spend 2 sorcery points to quicken spell Mage Armor on myself.
That is a very helpful spell to be quick.
And I'm going to roll a d20 because, spell.
Wild magic. Understood.
Wild magic. I rolled a 9, so my wild magic goes up by 1.
Suppose this is a good moment to just interject. Say, we use the wild magic rule here that every time the surge doesn't go off, it goes up by 1 in the chances to go off. As you were.
Yeah. It's a spicy. And then I'm going to 124. See, should I? First, I'll do some moving. I'm trying to work out if I should do some damage or whether I should fuck with action economy.
That is fully up to you.
All right, Goat Boy. Can he please make a wisdom save as I cast Timely Distraction?
I'm sure he can. 1 second.
So Liber will lean down and grab some dirt and throw it up in the air, as it gets thrown.
But with spells, even if you quicken a spell, you can't use a
Oh, yes.
leveled spell.
You can only use
Oh, that's
cantrips.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. Well,
That's good,
in
'cause
that
you got-
case, I'll stop explaining what I'm
Sorry.
doing then. And no, that's cool. That's cool.
Thank you for catching that.
Ooh, that's a good idea, actually. I will do Chill Touch instead, because this guy looks fucking undead and fucked, so... Chill Touch...
Does not hit with
yeah,
an
no.
8, though. Should be
No.
at advantage because of the fairy fire.
True that. So I'll just roll again, and we'll see if I get higher.
A 12 will
12?
still not hit.
Red.
Never mind.
Unfortunately.
Alright, cool.
Bringing us
I end my
around
turn.
to Nux, one of the only few people who so far started the turn within 30 feet of it. Can I have a con save from you, please?
I don't want to, but yes. That's a nat 20 for 21.
I just can't get this disease off. Thank you. As you were...
Like, fuck. I do not have a good constitution saving throw.
That's the second nat 20 of the stream.
That was fair. Alright, let's, I'm gonna move up. I'm going to attempt to try and beat the fuck out of this demon.
Okay, you can certainly try. And it is at advantage because of the
The fairy fire, yeah.
the fairy fire, yes.
Oh, that one's a little scuffed. That's a second nat 20.
Oh, god damn it.
Take this. Roll damage.
That's not much damage, unfortunately. What other fucking D4 at? There you are. Oh, get excited, boys. That's 2D4.
Say 2.
It's gonna be 10 damage, though.
That is not bad.
Uh,
So, what does Nux's unarmed attacks look like?
This one would have been running up, and they would have gone for a very simple sort of kick to the side, just into the rib cage area, just sort of disorient it.
Yeah. Alright, so running up kick. This thing is getting surrounded and not happy, but who's more than happy is Valfira, who's being eaten alive. Can you roll a con save as you start your turn within 30 feet? Or did you have more attacks there, Nux? Sorry, you're a monk. I forget you get a bajillion attacks.
Still do like the more attacks if I want. Not being a monk, it's wild.
Yeah.
Let's do some more, shall we? Well, it's not a nat 20, but it's going to be an 18 on the die, which is a solid 22. And it's going to be not crit. It's going to be just a nice little 4.
4 damage. Understand.
Yeah, and
Thank you.
that will also be running the fuck away. Because, no thank you. Years.
Oh yeah, mobile feet.
Yeah.
Smart.
So, now Valfira, con save, please.
Sure thing.
Nope. This will go off eventually, I swear. Your turn.
Eventually I'll go off, but not today. Alright, well I'm gonna just keep it the one that's currently fairy-fired, with advantage. Just focusing on that, go for another attack.
Okay, so you're ignoring the things on you?
I don't like the way you said that.
I'm just
loaded
confirming your action.
How easy would it be for me to attack them on me? Like, would I be suffering disadvantage on my attack?
No, straight roll.
Straight roll, okay. You put the doubt on my mind now.
I'm just asking a question.
Sure, I'm going to just take a swing at the little guys burrowing into me.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Actually, no, retract that. I'm going to go for the big guy. I'm going to go for the big guy at the front.
I see you're basing strength based on height. 16 hits.
Good, actually, I needed that. Let's put it just normal 10 slashing.
Yeah, he is not looking too hot right now.
Cool.
Still standing.
And I'm going to. You know what? I'm going to action surge
Okay.
and just swing at him again.
Don't forget weapon options as well, Raph.
Yeah, I'm not sure
Greatsword
which.
has many other than arcing slash.
Yeah,
All good.
22
will hit. Roll damage.
with his psionic as well for the
8. Just shy off the mark. He almost goes down, then catches your blade and throws it out of his shoulder, looking enraged. He's looking
And
very
as bonus action, I am going to use my second wind
wise.
for whatever they decide to throw at me this turn.
Okay. On his turn, he is going to swing around with his barbed tail. That is natural 19 plus. It hits you. I don't know.
Plus it hits you.
So, that is plus 2. Only 5 piercing, and I need a con save, please.
Minus 5. Let's roll my dice. Ooh, this one here. This one may not work. That's a 14.
One off. DC 13. Come on. Almost there.
Whew. Okay.
And that will be his turn. He'll probably scoot around a little bit up to this side of you. No, actually, fuck it, he'll stay back. Never mind. Get everyone that
Just doing circles around me.
Eleanor.
Okay, so I assume Vel doesn't look that hot right now.
It's difficult to tell. She's writhing in worms.
Yeah, okay, sure. I will You use healing word at 2nd level.
It's actually. I won't say it. Sorry.
What? I don't know. I don't
I
like
was
that
gonna
you.
say I second
math.
wind it, so she's probably not looking too
Oh
bad.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Well, I'll give it 1st level, just to be safe.
Thank you.
No, that's
That's
a strong healing word.
That's good.
It's a real good word.
Yeah.
It's not
What was the
good.
What do you say?
All right, and as my action, I will, for the first time, use Ring of the Ram, which requires throwing a punch, which in Eleanor's way is like so stupid fun. But I do have advantage.
You do. That definitely hits.
Yes,
So-
and it's 2d10 for.
So are you targeting the
Ooh,
creatures
that's
on Valfir? or
No,
are you
the goat
targeting...
because advantage.
Okay.
No, I'm targeting the big guy.
As you punch out, the ram comes out of this being and just ram on ram just knocks right through it, knocking this thing down, and it twitches a little bit and bursts into flames, heading back to the depths of the abyss from whence it came.
Good,
Nice.
that's my turn.
Okay.
Good.
Now, with Swarm on Valfir. Let's have a nibble.
Don't say
Um,
that.
So that is plus 5, 16, plus 5, 21.
Yeah, of course, yeah, that hits.
So
Definitely hits.
that is 8 piercing damage, and I need a con save from you, please. And your armor is a cumulative -1.
You got
No.
this.
Enough with these con saves, Des. Okay, just please
Never.
stop.
Literally, there's
cool.
never enough con saves.
Yeah.
Doesn't work. Understandable. At least I'm fucking
Have
your
enough
armor. Aura.
Since cheeky question.
Oh no.
So when I rolled to cast the Witch Bolt, I got a nat 20. I'm guessing that does not carry over for the consecutive attacks for it.
That's a
Ooh.
very good question. That is not something I've...
If so, that's spicy as hell.
Right?
No, so since you're not rolling, the damage is automatic. You can only crit on a roll, so since you're not rolling, I will say no.
I mean, I guess that's fair.
Hey, it's still automatic damage, so...
It's the DM's rule.
And I still rolled a 12, so...
12, so 12 half to 6 is just enough. As these things fry, they try and burrow deeper into Valfyr's skin to, like, get away from the electricity, and just... The most horrible smell of cooking mucus comes from within Valfyr's armor as they burst into ash from the electricity and head back to the depths of the abyss.
I need somewhere to take a shower and clean my armor. God.
But you've dispatched the demons.
I will come over
Okay.
to Vel and prestigitate the rest of the mucus and weird stuff off of
Thank
her.
you.
It's not a nice feeling.
I'm definitely going to need to clean it and
So
do a lot of work.
your armor is reduced by 2.
Oh,
So just
yeah.
keep that in mind.
Are you
Never
okay,
mind.
Bill?
I'm fine, thank you. My armor, I do not know. And
It's something.
this is, I imagine it's like in my armor and clothes, there's just like these little like wormholes just
There's actually like almost like acidic poison bites taken out of the armor as they try to burrow through, even to your flesh. You kind of like there's still teeth that you kind of pull out. They're trying to do their best to what you
Yeah.
gain from your infernal lineage. You know a little bit about the nature of these things. They're basically trying to consume your body to make more for the swarm. More for the swarm, brother. You know, join up,
Lovely.
squat up.
so yeah. I'm going to need new armor, new clothes, unless I can't repair these. God.
Or just do something?
Yeah. Shopping.
What was that? Sorry, I did that. You cut out for me there.
Oh, sorry. I just said, well, Eleanor did say she was going to take us shopping.
True.
There you have a reason. So,
Do you want to search
Yeah.
these tents, see if there's any sign of the child?
Yeah, I still want to have a look at this crystal on the on the plinth. Do you want to help me with
What?
that aura?
Do you want to do it, or like, not to judge you in any way, shape, or form, but your magic just kind of comes together, dude.
Yeah,
Do you
It-
want to help
it-
me, or you want me to help you?
I'll help you because you've actually done like book learning. I just, I woke up like this.
I don't mean that in any like negative way, because your magic is really cool and like you can prestidigitate, and I can't do that. But I just, I do have a little bit of experience in this.
You are smart. You can do this.
Oh, thank you. And she's gonna like pat your shoulder.
Reach up.
You know,
so
Yeah, or it's very short.
just specifically, you're looking at the large crystalline structure. Yes.
the crystal
I think-
and also the inscribed arcane circle as well.
Yeah, like the ritual setup as a whole, I believe.
Okay.
I was also going to look at the table, but I figured that would be something separate.
That would be a separate check. So,
I'm looking at the table. That
okay.
later.
So, can I have investigation with advantage for the circle? And Eleanor, can you give me your own investigation for that table, please?
investigation, not Arcana.
Arcana is more something you know, mega mind brain yourself. You're more looking to, if you find the purpose of this sphere, you can kind of ascertain and follow on based on your findings with Arcana. But right now, you're just trying to find the inner workings and what it's.
We're looking for clues so that we can make arcane judgments.
Yes.
I mean, fair. I'm still good at it, but I'm better at it.
17.
Flat.
No, that was after. It was a 13 plus 4.
Okay. 13 plus 4. As you look around, it's... So, starting with the runes on the plateau, the sort of the raised dais, it's mostly just, it's not a language. It looks to be Sylvan in origin, Druidic specifically, and is a ritual that is agnostic of god or demon alike. It is just something that is there to enhance magic. As for the crystalline structure, you lift it off the platform. It is something foreign that was placed there that was looking to be the focus for whatever ritual they were attempting.
Can I identify as a ritual?
So I wouldn't say you can identify the ritual, but I could say
Identify on the crystal as a ritual. Sorry.
say that one more time. I didn't quite catch that.
Can I cast identify on the crystal as a ritual? So for the next
That
10
would
minutes.
take 10 minutes. So we will go to the next thing. So Eleanor, you're at the table, correct? So
Yes, I will see what's up with the objects.
okay. Roll investigation.
I do still have inspiration from last session. I don't know for what. I think I sassed someone and you said have an inspiration.
You probably
Totally.
sassed someone. So yeah, you can use your
Totally.
inspiration.
I will use that, yes. For investigation.
You either sassed Carl or not.
So
Oh, 20.
that's good. So you hit the threshold to find everything of import. So, looking around, you find this scroll that is written in Abyssal. I don't believe any of you can read Abyssal. So you can mark that off. You find roughly now in loose coinage about 204 gold worth of like silver and gold, but you can just put in gold for easiness sake.
204, yeah?
204. And what you find that was the difficult thing to find, almost as if there was a blast northward from when the ritual happened, landing in the same sort of shape rough around that should have been the ritual like sphere. You find 8 bloodstones, opaque dark grey with red flecks inside.
8 bloodstones.
Yes, they're 8 bloodstone gems.
They are opaque and what?
They're an opaque dark grey stone with red flecks inside that look like a blood splatter inside the gem.
Know what bloodstones are?
I believe it's a heliotrope. So it is. It's a type of gem.
As a
You
jeweler,
could use your jeweler's
do I
kit,
have
yeah.
a knowledge?
So roll me a.
My knowledge.
I'm gonna say I'll let you use your jeweler's kit with intelligence and proficiency to kind of get anything you can figure out, like sort of make or design of these. Almost like a history check with your jeweler's kit to figure out anything from these.
So intelligence plus 2.
8 stones.
8 stones. I wrote it all down. Later we'll discuss who has what.
Okay, that will do it.
I hope it does.
Plus proficiency.
Yeah, natural 20.
So these stones, they're very, very finely crafted. In fact, almost, the skill level of whoever did this must have been phenomenal. And looking through, you pull out your various tools to kind of look inside, and what you see inside almost shocks you. You see what, by your best knowledge of judgment, could be souls within the gems. That these things did not originate on the prime material plane. They were a boon gifted for the ritual to the cultists who were doing it.
The stones themselves.
The stones themselves are imbibed with souls of the damned. And probably worth of at least 50 gold each, regardless of soul.
I wouldn't be disregarding souls. Do I know if there's a way to free souls?
No, these souls are trapped in the abyss. So technically they're not in the abyss right now, but you're not sure exactly if breaking them would do anything. That would be something for a more studied mind.
And how much every stone?
Roughly worth 50 gold if you didn't destroy them each.
50. Okay.
So you really got a value of what is a soul really worth? Worth more or less than 50 gold. Who knows? Age-old question.
It's worth at least one D10 cantrip, to be honest.
Yeah, it's worth at least a D10 cantrip.
Such a bad joke.
Nux and Velfir, what are you doing?
Well, look, I was waiting around by the tents with someone who's, keener eyes, better
Well, you've got
looking for
time if
things.
you want to have a look over yourself.
Yeah, sure. You know what? Sure.
If you
I'm
can
just gonna
accept
look if there's
Nux's
any-
help, I suppose you could do that too.
If you can stomach that.
Nux,
Currently
get over here. Give me a hand.
So, I specifically want to know which tent of the three there. So there's one tent that kind of has a little tarp that's kind of covering some supplies that are just destroyed, which is where whoever crawled there and then was eaten was from. And then there's two other tents that are unchecked. So I want to know which one you're checking.
One of them had the demon come from it.
One had both demons come from it.
Right. Which one's that?
The one the blood was leading to, believe it or not.
Okay. Well, look at that. So these
Imagine
up
that.
here, I'm gonna take the one up here. The one
Okay.
on the outside.
So, you go to the one on the outside. It looks in here that there was a little bit. The furnishing indicates someone who was a little bit more well respected among the people who were doing this. Give me an investigation check, please. With advantage if you're bullying Nux into helping you.
I'm just asking him impolitely.
Okay.
To give it a buck, I don't know how this would work. If you're going to bully Nux into doing it, it's going to be a very scuffed advantage.
I didn't say bully. I just meant impolitely ask, as in come here and help.
Yeah, no, here.
Advantage all the same.
That's not bullying. If you want to see bullying, I can show Nux bully.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay,
That
that's.
requires it.
Hang on, what is my plus? Okay, that's not great. That's 16. But I'm going to add the d6 to that.
Okay.
That's a 22. That was a 6.
22. Okay, that'll do it. So, there's not much of important here. You do find set up on a desk there is a rolled up letter. It is written in common if you want to read it.
Sure, I'll give it a read.
So, inside it reads, Dear Ekris, it is of utmost import that you find the Moonlit Plateau and desecrate it. In the name of our Lord, the ritual is dangerous. If not followed exactly, you must find a sacrifice pure of heart and mind. Do not disappoint. Until you perform this, I will not be able to step foot in the woad undetected. With the soul in his grasp, the benefit will befall me, and I can guide us towards excellence. Should you fall into trouble, seek out our allies in the quarry. While they are not hospitable to most, they have aligned interests with our Lord. Should you fall under the same fate as your predecessor, he will know, and the Lord does not forgive. Paradise will be denied. Do not disappoint. The Desiccated. Is signed off as the Desiccated, is whoever wrote this letter.
Sounds like a charming chap.
Can we have like the little handout for that?
I will give you a handout for that after everything. I'll give you guys every sort of handout that you need. But
Yep. Okay.
I can put it. Actually, I should be able to put it in the Roll20 chat at least.
That would be lovely.
I just can't access Discord, or else it'll mess all the cameras up.
Not how I wrote this name, let me tell you.
Yeah.
That is fair.
It's always a gamble.
Look, there may be a Q in there. We don't know. It may have invisibility cast on it.
I mean,
So, is there anything else in chat? Like, does it look if there's any valuables?
There's also, as you go through underneath that, you find about 45 gold in loose coinage.
Okay.
But for sake of easiness and carrying capacity, I'm just going to say 45 gold, rather than be like 1,300 copper, 250 silver.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
So, as the identify spell goes off, as you sit there with this thing, it is not a magical object in the sense, it is more like a very large, expensive arcane focus.
Ooh, how expensive are we talking?
As in like one that does better than normal arcane focus?
No, one just for harnessing a ritual to the damned of the abyss.
Oh, lovely.
Spicy.
But it's ballpark, if you could find a buyer for someone with such an artifact, about 100 gold.
Okay.
Decent.
You get the
4 times
feeling
as much
that
as normal.
whatever happened when they first attempted their first pass at this ritual, it didn't quite go to plan.
Would that be indicated by the 2.5 people worth of blood?
Maybe by the slaw of worms eating one of them.
Seems like it.
Which was probably started out as one worm, and then they consume and expand to more worms, which is great.
Does that mean that the spell was cast twice? Because you said that the first time it didn't go well.
I said this was an attempt that they did.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So they've definitely made an attempt at a ritual, and whatever sacrifice they used based on the letter that Vilfir found probably wasn't sufficient.
Great.
Yeah. With the goat boy, could I make some form of a check to try and find out what I knew about goat boy and other demons such as himself or themselves?
Proficient in religion.
I believe I am.
Then I will allow it.
Let me find out. Yes, I am.
Then roll me a religion check.
I will use Tides of Chaos to give myself advantage and boost up my Wild Magic Surge by 1. And bop.
Okay. Not the best. Not the
14.
So they're incarnations of chaos and evil, as a demon innately would be. These are diseased manifestations of animalistic rage. They embody the violence of nature, and across the abyss, they lurk in deep canyons, and they're basically foot soldiers for demon lords. They're basically like very low on the rung soldiers for the abyss.
Scrub tip.
Not fancy, no. In fact, with enough of that roll, I think you'd figure out that the mass of worms was actually not reached full capacity, the swarm, and would have been more dangerous if it had than this creature.
Right.
But just hadn't finished its dinner.
Yeah. So with those worm things, if we come across any more of those, kill them quick. Like, sure, that was bad for Vel, but it could have been a hell of a lot worse. Yeah.
Can I give Tense and Round a cursory look to see if there's any clothes?
Okay, give me a perception check as you go around. Because
Perception.
if you're just kind of doing a quick glance around the tent area.
In and out, because I assume it's in clothing.
How would you deal with the gore?
5.
The big 5.
You don't find any, like, nothing that was, like, worn. You find a little few bones in some of the bushes and in the lake that was kind of like, it looks like there was quite the blast that whoever was attempting the first ritual didn't go well. And you're not sure why.
Probably this Ekris fellow, right?
You don't know if he would have been the one doing it, but it might be a guess. As you kind of all started gathering around the main area or such, I'd say, or your passive perception will pick it up regardless. I won't even need a roll. As you guys all make your way over and around, you spot just in the bushes back here, like,
Ooh.
just catch, there's a little scrap of something.
I can see it on the map.
Yeah, it's on the map. It's fancy.
Fancy.
What's that? I'm gonna go over there.
So you pick it up. What languages do you read?
I read Common, Elven, and Sylvan.
Okay, this is written in Elven.
Mhm.
So this is. Give me an insight check.
Gotcha. That I can do.
Inside the paper.
A natural 20.
Another natural 20.
No, non-natural
Okay.
20. Sorry.
Is
this
still
dirty?
enough to do it. You get kind of based on sort of. It's written with a sense of self-import that is indicative of someone who considers himself a leader. So
Mm.
it
Can
reads
I-
as follows. While it succeeded, my superior was killed in the process and his soul trapped into becoming the first of hopefully many hollow men to torment the woad. When 13 heads are gathered on the singing tree, it will be able to evolve into the demonic weeping tree we so wish it to be, hopefully used to transport the desiccated into the woad. Now the burden of leadership befalls to I. We must press forward no matter the cost. With the blessing of the Lord, once this next ritual is completed, it will hide the desiccated from the woad's detection, and we will be one step closer to excellence. Although things are getting hairy, I may need to seek out some help in the quarry. The toll will be heavy, but if I must, I will. However, that is purely dependent on the attempt tonight's ritual plays out. There's a small cave we cleared out prior, due north to the plateau. Not but 2 days. It may prove useful once we set up. It would be easily defended and prove a good base for us. Only with enough men. Perhaps the settlement of Farden that was once abandoned long ago we may set up there and fall under the guise of a small settlement in the wood. Good cover for our operation. I sent a warrior to Yundav to get the correct oils to allow us to harvest enough materials from the wood before any natural interference can take place with our constructions. And if this first attempt does not go to plan, we must find a new sacrifice and fortify ourselves for the next full moon. This is dated the day before the little girl in Lavoka went missing.
Or definitely would have read that out loud, so everybody.
And it is
Yeah.
written in Elvish.
Yeah. Like,
So- This is quite annoying for us.
Ekris's journal.
Quite annoying for us. It seems like we have a few different potential locations they may be at.
Yes,
No?
so nice spot.
As
There's three specific places mentioned in the journal. Possibly allies at the quarry, possibly at Cave due north, 2 days travel, or Farden, which is more to the east of where you are. It was once a settlement like Lavoka, a little bit smaller, but didn't last, so it was abandoned a while ago.
Are this Not specifically. Do you know how far this quarry is? Have you ever been there?
Have I?
I wouldn't say you've been specifically to the quarry, so that's the same place where they get the quicklime for Lavoca would have been. So you would have to head back to Lavoca and then head east.
Yeah, good
So
for.
2 days travel.
Yeah, so we'd have to head back to Lavoca. I don't really know where we are from here.
New accent?
I mean,
Oh yeah.
You know of the Yundov? That's a town, a village?
Yes, so
That's the
if
one
you
where
look at
the-
your handout side, there is the world map. That is a small colony of woad folk, where you can get the talisman oils that will protect your blades for a long thing for some time, not forever, but for a little bit.
There
Far
is.
Yundov is quite a time away. Like you're talking couple
Yeah.
days, if not weeks, depending on your alliance with the woad.
And how far is Farden? Though, does anyone know?
Farden would be so basically you kind of think of it like north. Your options are north to the cave where they would be kind of difficult to find, northeast to Farden, or back southeast and then east to hit
Quarry.
the quarry. Farden would probably just double check my notes, but I believe Farden is the closest of the three options.
Okay.
Yes, Farden is 1 day's travel from where you would be.
Well, we could always try and see Farden. I don't know. This 1 day's travel, so we can always see if they did set up a base there.
I don't think just rolling in and looking at their base would be
Well,
for us.
If it is, as they say, them posing to be a settlement in the world, then we can pretend to be travelers coming through. If it does come to it.
Something we can try. Also, I think if this is a plan they're sticking to, part of their forces is right now separated, going to the quarry. Maybe it behooves us to try and ambush them somewhere around there to get some information and also to just call the numbers.
I don't think. Yeah. I don't think in general. I don't think hitting the cave would be a good idea, just with how easily defended it is remarked upon.
True.
I'm not sure if we would have the numbers or the advantage there.
I wonder how big of a cave this is, though. 'Cause they said that they had to clean it out, so I would think it would be kind of smaller.
It says it's a small cave. I think, yeah. I do think that Farden would be probably the safest bet at the moment.
It doesn't really, from your own kind of insight, there was no sort of, in that writing, there was no like, well, this is, we're going to go here, then here, then here. And they don't really, by his writing, didn't have a preference. And this was also based on whatever happened before this first attempt, this first pass. So you know, based on their movement after that, the bare minimum, they found the girl near Lavoca. So whichever way they went, or however way they split, just because some of them may be one direction, the girl may not be with that part of them. The girl may be with someone else. Or the girl may have been found, split off, taken to one of the locations, and then moved. There's 3 possible locations and not a clear indicator which one is the correct.
I think that if so, yeah, they went and got the girl. I reckon it would have made sense for them to go to the cave, go to the quarry. Sorry, because the ritual didn't work. So the first attempt.
Yeah,
Although it does say fortify ourselves for the next full moon, so that could be mentioning the cave with it being defensible.
but they also,
it was also the quarry was dangerous, and that we clearly weren't looking forward to it. So, if you find a sacrifice that's very important to you, would you take it to a dangerous place?
But the allies there are what concerns me. We
Oh, great.
do not know who they are or what they are. And
Not
at the same time, while it is dangerous, if there is a group of people already set up there, it may be the safest for them to keep a sacrifice.
Never explicitly mentions people.
No,
Does not
I
say
am just
people, it says allies.
allies.
Mm.
I mean people as in sentient creatures.
Fair.
Just to make sure, right now it's the evening of 5th.
Yes. Correct.
Sorry. God. All right, and the full moon is on the 14th?
13th?
13th at
13.
soonest. So
Yeah.
there is a 3-day span where the moon will be full. You don't know when it will be at its highest, and you don't know if they will have a preference for in or around any of it. But it is somewhere within the span of the 13th to the 16th that they will be making the next pass at this ritual.
Before we move anywhere after this, I think we all should share our findings. I did find an interesting scroll in Abyssal, 204 gold, which I will share. So everyone gets 41 except Nux, that's get 40.
Again, Nux is not going to accept their share.
Do you
So
really
this
want
is
me
my
to
six.
calculate again, motherfucker?
Yes, I
Just take
Damn
the
it.
40 gold extra for yourself. Just
Yeah,
fine.
sure,
It's
I'll
mine.
take it.
Alright, and there is 45 gold here to add to that if that makes it easier for you to calculate it all together.
Okay, so we have 204 plus 45,
240.
209 on 4, divide by 4, yeah?
Divide by 4.
Shiny
It's
math.
62 to everyone and 63 to 1. If Nux doesn't want any money.
Which he doesn't, I assume.
At least
Alright,
10
so I'll take 63 then.
Alright, that
Sounds
works.
good.
So,
And I also found bloodstones filled with soul magic.
Can I look
Oh.
at
Right.
Okay.
Yes, of course, I'll produce one and show Aura.
so
May I have one as well?
Yeah, sure.
you give one to Lyra. Just gonna do right here now. So we're at the 90-minute mark now. I think it's a good time to take a break. Quick bathroom break for everyone. Gonna go on a small intermission for about 5-10 minutes, and we'll be back to figure out why there's souls and gems, where the little girl may have been gone. Probably take another 2 hours to decide where to go, and then who knows what else.
Yeah, sure.
We'll be
Yeah.
back soon. And we're back. So, short intermission. Probably nothing decided about plan of where to go. So we pick back up, showing off the souls of the damned within the heliotrope bloodstones. Fun fact, my dice are also bloodstone. Coincidence? I think not. So, as you were.
So,
Can I do an Arcana check on these bloodstones?
I can do a religion check.
God damn it.
Would you rather assist me with religion? I've got +3.
I'd say you can make separate ones. I'd say this is more like you're thinking in your brain when you see them and like thinking about it. So.
Tinkers.
I shall inspire Liber.
Oh wait, I am super proficient. My religion is great. Holy shit, never mind.
Okay.
Oops.
D6 inspo, isn't it?
Forgot.
Oh, but that's a bad number. I got 11 total. I rolled a natural 5 and then a 3 on the inspiration.
You've never seen anything of the like.
I got a 21 total. 15
God damn.
plus
21 total. So, you look at these.
Mhm.
Fortunately, you can't quite grasp it. You're not sure. You've never seen these as a material component being used before. You're experienced with things as more gods and fae, not demons and such.
I mean,
Very high DC, but unfortunately not.
What was the DC? Or
25.
Oh, I should have inspired you, goddammit.
Hey, I appreciate the inspiration.
Yeah, sure. Throw a bone to Liber, why not?
You guys still have an abyssal scroll that was found near them if you ever find someone who knows how to speak abyssal. But until then,
Mhm.
you don't know much about these.
I will be able to speak Abyssal quite soon, or any language for that matter, but not right now.
That's a flex.
So, in terms of where to go next, I would say that the one that I would feel least comfortable pursuing would be the cave mentioned. It would be the hardest one to find, and out of all of them, it seems like probably the one with least reason to go there, as far as I can tell.
One thing I'm concerned about is the fact that after this unfortunate situation, no one came back to this spot for the papers or the magical components. That seems strange.
I mean, it looks like this
Well,
happened quite recently.
Not that recent. It was a day before the girl was lost, which is at least 6 days now.
At least a week now, yeah.
At
The
least a week.
medicine check, there's just a ton of blood and it's not all human. It's kind of abyssal, kind of the portal that opened up. You kind of, after seeing the demons, so trying to
Yeah.
gather the freshness of that wouldn't be indicative of when the ritual actually happened, unfortunately.
Yeah,
So I find it very strange that no one came back here.
I think the two demons sort of probably would have scared a few people off of coming back here, because, you know, don't know about you, but the average person wouldn't love, you know, rotting goat man.
Eleanor, you are you're a studied person. Can you give me a history check, please?
Of course I can, and I'm proficient with history.
I know. It's almost as if
It's
I've
just
seen
a
all you guys' sheets.
Go
Yeah,
then,
it's just a stupid +2, but you know, I do
You're
have my
proficient, that's what
D6s.
matters.
Goddamn no.
I will add my D6s, both of them actually.
Okay.
Because that's what did I roll? I'm sorry.
2d6, roll 2d6, please.
That's so dumb. Okay, so
Okay.
that's 16.
That's enough. You remember reading about briefly when you're doing various tutelage talks about various cults and such, and contracting demons and devils to do your bidding and such. You know, it's not unheard of. They may have just left these demons here to guard the plateau for their return, and left it some, you know, kind of like when you leave your dog for a night and you just leave a bowl of food. They just left a body. So
Oh,
so
I see.
these were you probably cleared the defenders that they left to make sure no one interfered with their ritual site.
yeah, so they probably wanted it to be like this. So here's the thing. Obviously, right now we will have to find a place to sleep, and we'll start off in the morning. But I do think that going to a quarry would be best. And here's why. They will know that someone was here. They will know that someone's looking for them, and they will try to bolster their defenses by bringing the allies they spoke of in the letter. If we go there and sever that connection before they figure out that we're here, in the future, that will save our lives, probably.
That makes sense.
Of course it makes sense, because I said it.
Liber will just frown.
Wow. Wow.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Well, there is logic in that. The quarry is definitely, as I said, it is one of the two that I would suggest going towards. My only thing is that perhaps we should maybe return to Lavoka and see if they know of what may be inhabiting the
Well, to
quarry.
go to the quarry, we have to go back to Lavoka anyways.
Yes.
So we can pass through there, and I also wouldn't mind taking the time to repair my armor.
How much time would you need?
How much time would I
Day's
need?
work.
I would need at least a day to work on it.
Wow.
Okay. I think
We
can
have the time. Still.
Yes, we do have the time. Maybe we can try to force a march back through the night. We will take a day to rest. You do your work, and then we go back. I don't want to spend a full day in Lavoka just milling about.
Of course.
Would that be too dangerous to go through the night?
You're risking exhaustion. Other
Yeah.
than that, it's one night, probably wouldn't kill you. It'd be con saves DC 10 to see if you got exhaustion if you didn't camp before heading back. It's very late at this stage after you're battling sort of all the stuff you've found around the tents and such. So going back and such would be difficult.
Yeah.
And how long is the way from Lavoka to the quarry?
It's similar, like this area will be a full day's travel, but just it'd be a full 8-hour day worth of travel to head that direction.
All right. So what do you guys want to do? Sleep somewhere around here, or get back and rest in the city, in the village?
I think sleep here. I think I would like to try see if I can potentially make it harder for them to do the ritual here. Perhaps buy us some time, mess with the circle a bit or something. I'm not sure how permanent their setup is, but if we can inhibit that.
We can break the crystal ball.
I'm not gonna break it. I'm just gonna take it.
And that rhymed.
Can I have the 2 bloodstones back?
Why?
Because I'm not sure you guys won't sell it. You seem to be interested in money, and as I suspect there are souls in there, I shall try to figure out a way to free them.
What did I do that said I was interested in money?
Rush.
Wait, sorry, can you say that one more time?
You don't have a hairbrush. You need the money.
Trade a soul for a hairbrush makes perfect sense.
Okay, I resent that. So, no, I will keep the bloodstone if that's okay, because I think that between my, perhaps more intrinsic knowledge of magic and Aura's studied knowledge of magic, I think we might be able to work out some stuff.
Or already handed hers back when Eleanor asked.
Okay, well, I'm keeping mine.
Liber, it is completely fine if you want to keep it. I just want to make sure that no one loses them or sells them before we figure out if there's a way to get them out. If you want to experiment with it, do your chaotic magic thing, you can try. But just fair warning, I don't think selling something with souls inside is a good idea.
I mean, yeah, that's quite obvious generally.
Okay, we can keep it. I shall allow it.
I don't need you to allow it.
Oh, but
Well, it's certainly getting interesting. Let us perhaps move on.
so we should find a place that is a little bit away from this place. I don't want to sleep here.
Agreed.
And we're not here.
Good sleep here, technically.
There are
But,
tents.
yeah, a lot of blood and
Not in those
gore
tents.
and the smell of iron. Those tents need a wash.
Only one of them is bloody.
Yeah, but just the essence of the air.
Just
This has a bad vibe. Let's go.
It's like onion, the smell just sticks to everything. So, I just want to
Before
confirm,
we-
are you guys forced march back to Levica, or are you resting?
I prefer to rest.
I don't mind.
With whatever.
Halfway. So if anyone wants to rest, we can rest.
Is there any way I could disrupt the ritual circle preparedness to fuck with the cult a bit?
I don't know, how
Or-
would you disrupt the ritual circus to mess with the cult?
Well, so the runes are engraved into the stone, or are they like chalk
No, they're engraved.
engraved? I mean, we've taken the focus. That should be enough.
And also, I mean, it's not really the circle's fault. The circle isn't evil itself. The circle
Yeah.
was before the cult was, so I don't really feel comfortable hurting it.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was just going to remove any preparations cult had completed, but I do not think they've prepared any. Yeah, we've got the big old focus. All right. Shall we?
Alright, let's go.
All about finding a good place to sleep that rests on one person's shoulders and one person around here shoulders. The only person who's native to traversing this land. Can I have a survival check, please?
I guess so.
I mean, Nux, we value you more than just the survival boy, okay?
First
You're
one,
not just the survival boy.
But it
Okay.
won't help.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh no.
For a total
Oh,
of
no.
7.
Oh, no.
You find a nice clearing amid some trees next to small water. Each of them. Yeah, it'll do. Why not?
Feature.
It'll do. Why not? You already cleared the demons. I'd like to know who's on watch. For no apparent reason.
I'd probably, yeah.
So
Sure,
first
let's
watch.
go, magic. Magic buds.
Okay. So, is everyone else beds down for the night? Moon's still up in the sky. Let's transition your map over.
That's a good
Why do we need a map?
Oh, I do need a map.
Ooh.
Oh, it's a nice clearing.
Oh my
It's got a
gosh,
pond.
you gave Aura a tent. Holy
So, as you wait there for the night, can I have, unless you wish to talk about anything, perception checks from you, please?
Sure.
Do you want to roll individual or do you want to help each
Individual, please.
other? Okay. Oh,
1.
that was a nat 20, my guy.
Okay.
No, I rolled a 9 total.
Okay.
You said perception.
8 plus 1.
So technically it's a 23.
23. Understandable. Thank you. So. There. So. It is your watch. What do you do? Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah. Libra will just sort of look over to Aura and be like, so, heard you talking to Nux earlier. It's okay. I'm not mad.
I didn't. I'm sorry. He said that you guys talk, so I was like, oh, cool. So now someone else knows. So I was just.
Yeah, no, I'm not mad. I should probably speak to the rest of the group eventually, but just still deciding on trust, I guess. Eleanor does seem the type to put herself before others, so I'm not quite sure at the moment.
I think you're misjudging her, to be honest.
I think she's misjudging us.
Well, her did talk a bit, and I don't know, I like Eleanor a lot, actually. I think she's testing you more than you think. This is her way of making sure that even if you didn't like her, she wants to make sure that you would do the right thing.
I mean, of course, I'm not,
Don't tell her I said that, but
I'm sure it'll come up eventually.
especially if you bring it up. Please don't bring it up.
Or it's not good secrets, guys.
We know.
Yeah.
We know.
Not very.
Yeah,
good,
no.
She just wants everyone to get along, and if that means secrets get told, then the secrets get told.
Before we entered the world properly, after you identified me, I actually had a or vision or something. I assume it's from my past. Different land, place at war. Mysterious elf who could rip open the sky and summon meteors.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's very interesting.
yeah.
Did you could you tell a description, or was it like that dream when you look at faces and they're all kind of fuzzy?
I mean, kind of fuzzy. I assumed as kind of fuzzy.
Kind of.
Yeah. I don't know. It was weird. It didn't feel like a parent.
Like a parent, like a mom or dad, or like a parent, like obvious.
No, a
Yes.
parent.
Okay.
It didn't. Yeah, no. They didn't feel like family, but they kind of did. It was kind of weird. I don't know how to describe it.
Well, I mean, most
Yeah.
people aren't your family, but you can also choose who your family is.
Yeah,
Like that?
I don't know.
Okay.
They called me
Laura?
their.
You hear a snap from behind you.
She immediately, like, her little elf ears go boonk. I say
Can I
little,
have
but they're
another
like,
perception check, please?
Yes, you can.
I assume not from me because blind half elf boy.
15.
15, okay. So, fortunately,
Although
I
my
won't get a...
passive perception is higher than that, so.
Understandably, but dim light would technically be disadvantage, which would -5 off of it. But still, so
Dink.
you see crawling down the tree this four-armed, four-legged creature, the vague shape of a human, but seemingly made of fine spider silk, moving down the tree, slowly chanting the incantation of something behind its voice. No face, just webbing, and it looks to be coming towards you. Since you and Liber are
Awake.
since you're awake, I'll have you two roll initiative, and everyone else will be surprised, but you two aren't.
I was gonna ask if I recognize one of these creatures.
No.
The way you say that makes me uncomfortable. Is
This is
Oh, no.
concerning. Yeah, no, it's a
Also,
bit of a
I
no-no.
thought we're all prone, so that's something to.
Yeah,
keep
you're
in
all
mind.
prone as well. So that is a natural 6. No, unnatural 6. There. So, or what's your dexterity?
Dex?
Yeah, just dex.
My modifier? Or just like the number?
Your total dex, please.
11.
It goes before you. Can everyone else also roll me initiative? Just, you technically won't be acting this round, but I'd like to have everyone in here.
Fuck's everyone got good initiatives.
I mean, look,
Oh no, Dax is bad.
So Eleanor is asleep, or this thing will go before you because it has a better dex. So I'm just gonna go. So as it descends down the trees towards you, it makes this like erratic beeline for you, and it's going to descend from the trees, and it's going to make a bite and claw attack against you.
What is your AC, Aura?
First
10.
one is an 18 to hit. That is plus 3, 11 necrotic damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw.
We got this.
Go key. Wait.
Wizards.
What are Constitution saving throws? Tez, what are you trying
A
to
lot
do?
of disease coming out tonight.
Okay. I got 19 plus 2, so 21.
Okay, and then the claw attack is going to come through.
How much damage was that again?
That was, I believe, 8
11?
plus 3, 11.
Okay.
And the claw attack is 21. So that's going to be a little bit more damage. For that's not good. For a total of 8 damage. And seeing as it hit you with both things, the Lunar Kidney gets to wrap you up in its webbing as it just starts binding you. So you're restrained by webbing. You are blind and restrained and unable to breathe. You're going to start suffocating.
An automatic thing because it hit both
But
times.
if it hits both things, it uses its wrap-up ability.
Fuck a duck. Okay.
Yep. You can attack the webbing to try and get it, but at the start of each of its turns, something will happen if you're not out of it. So, as it's trying to wrap you up, or you're blind, you're restrained, and you're unable to breathe. What are you doing?
I'd like to Claws of Darkness, the webbing.
Okay. Restrained. Is that a melee attack? Will restrained give you disadvantage on that?
I don't actually know. Here, I go, boop. There's that.
Melee spell attack.
Okay.
So, let me just pull up restrained here, exact wording on it. So
think it's
restrained.
disadvantage.
Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. Creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. So rolling with disadvantage, please, if you're making an attack roll.
Okie dokie. I got 19 and 7.
So 7 total or 7 plus modifiers?
Oh, is it what?
What's your
spell
spell attack
modifier?
bonus, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so then it's 13.
So that'll hit roll damage then.
Okay, cool. That was D12, not a D10. Oops. 9.
9. Okay, so you start pulling through you're not quite fully through the webbing that it's put around you, but it is, it's getting there. And I'd say everyone's starting to wake up by the screams that must have come out of Orash being mauled by this Lunar Kidney.
Definitely. Did I poke a hole in it so like I can breathe?
Not yet. You're just pulling enough away that you're starting to see light again from the fire.
Great.
Okay. This is bad.
Liber.
Yeah, I'm gonna just call out. Guys, we got this big web thing. Don't know, it's bad. It's got aura. Wake the fuck up. Oh, no, Live wouldn't swear. Wake up now.
It's
and
bad. It's got aura.
yeah, I don't want to talk too loud because, Mike. Alright, so I'm going to just cast Chaos Bolt on it at level 2.
So are you targeting it or are you targeting the web?
I'm targeting it.
Okay. That'll hit, I
At
believe.
level 2.
Actually, wait, that's let me just double check the wording on this. Doesn't say anything specifically about melee attack. It is going to use shield as its reaction to up a wall with one of its forearms.
Sorry. This motherfucker's a caster?
This motherfucker has spells.
He said he was casting as he came up to the group. He was whispering an incantation.
Well, that's no fun. I'm gonna roll a d20 and see if I surge and kill the fucker anyway. Oh god.
What's wrong?
Oh god.
Did you have a surge?
I think so. What's my number at now?
But you wanted to surge, remember?
Yeah, I rolled a 3. My surge is at 4. So I surged.
100, please.
Sorry if this wipes the party, guys.
That'd be interesting.
I'm gonna cry.
Ooh,
First stream,
59. Have I had 59 yet? No, I have not.
Epic.
You
The
regain
first
your
one.
lowest level expended spell slot.
Okay.
So,
Um,
good.
So okay, cool. So I go back to full first level spell slots. Yay. Yeah, pretty much. Awesome. Awesome.
So, fortunately it doesn't go off, but yeah, you got a free spell slot back. Benefit,
Pretty
not,
good.
not
That was
bad
what,
thing.
59?
59, yes.
Cool.
When enemies have reactions, you're not allowed to do that too.
Yeah, that's illegal, son. Yeah.
I feel. Hello?
So that's the end of my turn. Now it's Spider Boy again.
Technically not. It is Eleanor now as you wake up to the sound.
Okay, well, I'll stand up, of course. I'll get
You
out.
see Aura's just in this mass, its own webbing. It's just like pushing stuff around her. It's not nice.
Alright, quick question. If I will try to move Aura, is it like obvious that she's connected to this creature or she's like on but restrained?
This is a very good question. It's so technically it's not a grapple. So she's like he's basically cocooning her. You could move her.
Alright, then I will move Aura. I don't want her to. I mean,
Just
no.
a bonfire man.
Here's the thing.
Webbing burns really nice.
He will act after me, so it won't change anything. Never mind, I will not move her. Instead, I will heal Aura.
You cannot see Aura. Does she? Do you have to see her? You can see the webbing around her.
Or is it any creature you can hear?
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure healing word.
Yeah. No, a creature of choice that you can see within range.
You
Healing
cannot
word.
see Aura. She is behind
Yeah,
total
I can't
cover
see
in this
Aura.
webbing.
But I can touch her, can't I? Oh no, it doesn't really matter. It's
No, she's
shit.
fully encased.
Fuck. Alright. Then I'll do something else. Oh god damn it. I will use the Ring of the Ram on the guy, the bitch.
The bit.
On the bitch.
You can roll ahead. Its shield is still up.
21.
That is
So?
what its AC is currently at.
Wait,
So
no.
11.
God damn it. So do I hit? That means I hit, right?
Yeah, made
Yeah.
it. Made it.
Yeah, you made it,
Made
so
it
you
a
hit
bit.
it.
Oh god damn it. Alright, sweet. So it's 11 force damage and he is repelled 5 feet away from me.
Is there a save for that, or is it just standard?
No, it just happens.
Push
It
5 feet
just
away.
happens.
All right. So.
And
anything
that's
else?
my action. I have a bonus action. I will inspire Aura. I don't have to see her for that. I can just she can hear me,
I believe
right?
it's here. Yeah, she can still hear stuff on the outside, but you have no line of sight on her.
Yes. So I will inspire her and say, "Get out of there! You're close to the action." And that's my turn.
Okay, that's your turn. This thing is going to start of its turn. I need a con save from you, Aura, actually.
Okay.
Use that inspiration if you need it.
I'm gonna use that inspiration.
What'd you get? You have to tell me.
6?
6 total? Okay.
With inspiration.
I rolled a 1 on the inspiration.
Buddy.
As it starts to
Lord.
wrap around you and constrict, the thing getting ever closer, you take 7 points of damage as you just feel yourself constricted and crumbling underneath the weight of this webbing.
It's like half your HP.
That's a lot of damage.
Are you down?
Actually, seeing this, I am going to use my whatever it's called. Let's have a look here.
Psychic
Can you
shit.
see that? What is it?
No one can see me.
Yeah.
The protective field.
You cannot see Aura right now. She is fully encased in a cocoon.
So
Okay.
squishy up inside.
I thought you said that she shredded some of the cocoon.
She's shredding it on the inside. She's trying to claw her way out, but you can't see
Okay.
it.
No,
She is
okay.
encased.
No. Fair
For
enough.
mechanical purposes, she is encased. And you can
Cool.
attack the webbing around her, but you can. It's not like, it's not like she's this very messily wrapped burrito with a head and feet sticking out on either end. This thing basically,
knows what
once
he's
it
doing.
bites and claws and hits both attacks, it like all 4 arms start going mad, and it wraps up the entirety of her already very small being because she is a medium or smaller creature.
Okay.
I know it's frustrating, but it hit.
Yeah.
At least it didn't get a surprise.
Mhm.
So, yes, you cannot see. Seeing as it has that wrapped up, it is going to, with its... what's its movement? Yeah, it's going to spin around with its hatred for elves and make its way down to Liber.
Huh?
Why does it?
Cool.
hurt?
Great. Try me, bitch. Wrap me up too.
Actually. No, that...
Really bad joke.
I did try and cast a powerful
Actually,
spell on it.
yeah, you cast a powerful spell, so it's going to do something. It's going to move back up to Aura to stand its ground, and it's going to do a 2nd level magic missile at you.
Yikesies.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's
So-
not allowed.
It is, actually.
Fucking okay.
So
Here we go.
that is 4 starts total. So that's good. 4, 6, 9, 11 plus 4, 15 as it just lets out these translucent bolts and they all start blasting into you. It is very uncomfortable. 1 second, cameras. And it is going to stand its ground over its quarry. And still attacking after this.
Yeah.
There.
Cool.
Yeah. Ori, your turn.
So I know what I'd like to do, but when there's limited oxygen, that means that you only have enough air to cast a single spell, right?
I believe so.
So there's nothing I can really do now except for claw with my fingers.
You can make an unarmed attack at it, yeah.
Okay.
So it's just strength plus, I believe it's 1 plus your strength modifier damage you hit.
So negative
well,
1
your
damage?
concentration. So roll a concentration check for your claws. They're still up. They are concentration up to a minute.
Oh no.
I don't feel like she has her claws still for some reason.
Do you have Warcaster or no? No. Okay.
We're 3rd level. What are you talking about?
Oh, you
No,
did get the free.
Yeah, the free.
Yeah, I don't think anyone took walk
It's
out.
gone.
Mhm.
So you've already done how much damage?
9?
So you did 9,
8.
didn't you?
8 or 9.
Yeah, you did 9. All right.
And you do a minimum of 1 damage anyway with your unarmed.
Not if it's with the strength modifier. I do a minimum
No,
of
you do
What
minimum
damage?
1. You do
Oh.
minimum.
No, minimum.
If you
of 1.
hit. So roll a strength everyone's proficient with your own unarmed, I'd say. So strength plus proficiency.
All right, so Aura's doing really well tonight.
Yeah, she's great.
Did you-
I mean, she used all of her natural 20s.
Yeah, she got them out of the way with early. I didn't hear that, but I think you said 5. No! So you guys just hear this pounding as this thing is constricting in on, and it's still just some of the arms idly wrapping. Valfira.
Cool.
So mark that spot.
We didn't have a short rest after the last
Nope.
fight, right?
Did
Okay, cool. Excellent. I'm going to take it the webbing, encasing Aura.
Okay. Roll the hit. That won't hit. So you start
D6
slashing bits off and just...
D6 inspiration on that.
Alright, roll a d6 inspiration then.
Fuck, this better work. That's a 12.
12 will hit. Roll damage.
Nice.
Ignore the force. That's
So you cut through this, or you take in a deep breath of oxygen as just the webbing comes to attach around you, and this thing looks incredibly annoyed now.
Good.
But able to tell because it doesn't have facial features now.
Am I prone? Am I?
You're still prone,
Okay.
but you are not restrained, blind, and you can breathe.
that's my turn.
That's your turn. Liber.
All right. This fucking piece of shit. It likes.
No, it hates elves. Doesn't like elves.
It hates elves, yes, but it likes to fuck with casters, which is annoying.
Imagine.
I'm strong, deaf, and prone.
The music's really
It's already blind, but let's.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Yeah, so Liber will go down, scoop up a handful of dirt, throw it in the air, and the dirt will sort of get like prismatic energy, and I cast Timely Distraction. Wisdom save, please, Des.
Okay, it's got a +3 for this. That is 17 +3 for a dirty 20.
It's wise? Fuck, they're wise.
Caster.
It can
Caster.
cast.
Yeah, but not all casters are wise. Liber's not.
It's not wise. It just has proficiency in wisdom saving throws, so it's +3.
Alright. And Liber's gonna go stand behind Nux.
Wild magic
because-
surge there, please. Check.
Yeah. 14 goes up
Okay.
by 1.
Up. So, Nux, you wake up to the sounds of chaos and fighting and just really bad times for people.
It's all certainly some form of a vibe. I'll give you that.
Certainly.
I don't know if it's a good vibe. Let's just
Prone
fucking
would
go.
say it's not a vibe.
Aura's kind of fucked, ain't she?
Or
Yeah, alright, we'll go-
very doomed. Yeah.
I'm gonna punch a spider thing and then use flurry of blows so I can use one of those to heal.
Okay.
Punch Spider than punch Aura.
Yeah. Well, I thought it's more like kicking the spider and then just like caressing the head. Yeah. Alright.
So, roll the hit.
The first 2 attacks will be on the creature, and the third one would be obviously the heal. So first one, not going to hit because that's a 3 on the die, I'm assuming.
Definitely not.
Second attack, fuck me, that's not great either. That's going to be a 12.
Nope.
Yep, that's what I figured.
Didn't it 12
let's
hit?
just, we'll hit the
12
webbing.
doesn't hit.
Yeah.
Oh, webbing, that's right.
It's webbing that
Yeah.
someone gets encased in is different than its AC.
Yeah, no, I was confused.
And then a bit of green aura around the hand to head pat aura. For a solid 5 health.
Okay. 5 health.
That's a lot for me, guys.
So, Eleanor, you see everyone's starting to surround this odd humanoid spider hybrid. It's not nice. But it's here.
I'm sorry, it's actually 6 health, my bad.
6 health.
Oh, yay.
Perfect.
That's nice. I will also heal Aura first.
The love.
That's
guys.
first level.
Everyone protect Aura.
Yeah. 5.
You can say this is an aura of protection.
I was so close to making that joke.
Wow.
Get out.
Alright, Tegan.
Yeah, leave, please.
So,
All right. That's my bonus action. 5
Yes.
healing points to her, and also I'll try to attack with my hand crossbow, just like pew.
okay. It will not hit. As it
13.
fires wide. This thing just gets down and crawls, and it's vibing. It's vibing, and it's not got its face locked off. And its turn. It's going to start with. Let me just double check.
Sorry, what, Des? Shutting down another caster?
So first things first, we're going to do a bite on aura, which is natural 20.
Ay, ay, ay. Oh, wait. No. No, actually,
sure?
no. Yes, no.
Is there something to back this no up?
I will try. I will make him roll with disadvantage. I will use my unlock. Yeah,
I'm not on that.
Is that a bonus action because you used?
that's a reaction.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
I'm liking that.
Another natural 20. I swear to God.
You're kidding me!
I swear to God, both are natural 20s.
God.
Which god are you swearing to?
God damn.
Xerxes. Sharon's
Dude,
confirming they're both
I
natural 20s.
Jen, I tried. I'm so sorry.
So-
no, fine.
Or I need a con save from you. That's pretty. Hey, look, it's 2d6, and for the nat 20, I rolled 2 1s, so that's good. Cool. 13.
Yeah, but con save.
What did you get?
8
Okay. Your hit point maximum is also reduced by 13.
forever.
For now.
How much damage did Aura take?
13.
Okay.
Wait, I took
I'm gonna
13 damage.
Took 13 damage, and your hit point maximum is reduced by 13.
Well, I'm going to
Oh wait,
reduce
13
that.
plus 3 is... Sorry, I forgot the plus 3 necrotic. So, 16 necrotic, and your hit point maximum is reduced by 16 necrotic.
Are you down?
No, I'm going to reduce that using my protective shield.
Oh, that's good. That's good. She might
Which would
be.
okay, so reduced by 3.
Reduced by 3.
Not bad.
Which means
So,
I'm still
13.
at 0.
You're still on 0.
13 still.
And your hit point maximum is what now?
It's technically a negative.
What's your normal hit point maximum?
19.
How much?
19.
18. So your hit point maximum right now is 6.
That's what I said. Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
Just
And you're
question that.
down. You're
Yeah.
down.
Oh yeah.
And no point having you wrapped up. So
She's a level 1 wizard
that used
now.
your reaction, didn't it? This thing's
She
gonna
levels
you-
down.
this thing's
It
gonna
used
skitter
Darius. Yeah, Eleanor's
over
reaction.
and
Please
make
don't
his way.
get
So Nux, you can make an opportunity attack as this thing's heading for Liver to attack with its claws.
Can I attempt to trip it instead, or is that not allowed? I don't remember if we went over this before.
I don't believe you can do that with opportunity
Cool.
attacks. You make an attack roll. I'm not sure. I'll have to
Cool.
double check, but for now I'm just going to say no.
Cool. 13?
It doesn't hit. And
Fuck.
for the hatred of elves, we're going to attack Liber. So 16 plus 5 will hit. I assume.
damn, this guy really is the Horn Serpent.
Yeah, it will hit.
So that is plus 3, 10 slashing damage. As it claws through you.
Okay.
Or could you roll me a death saving throw, please?
Whispered to the
Whisper
GM.
to me. Or just roll your own dice and don't tell anyone the result.
Oh no.
Oh, wait, I need to do this because I am bad at reactions.
Great.
That's fair.
Nice.
I don't think it was good, just based on my innate feeling of how you're rolling. That's your turn, Valfira.
Does anyone have Aura?
Yes, I have aura.
Okay, cool. In that case, I'm going to just charge across here towards this and try and bring my greatsword down on it.
Okay.
13.
13 will not
No.
hit.
Ah,
No, there's other elves
I-
all around.
I'm tapped. There's nothing I can do.
So, can't do anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay, Liber, this thing does not like you.
No, it doesn't. No, I don't overly adore it either.
Wow, that's pretty rude. What do you do?
It is very rude, but you know, yeah. Oh, not a good time for that joke. That takes 2 sorcery points. That's annoying. That's useless. Okay. I guess I'm just gonna try and annoy it because, yeah. Oh no, it's got good.
It doesn't have good wisdom. It has a 3 wisdom.
Yeah.
No, +3 to its save.
Yeah.
Which my saves aren't overly high either. Alright, I'm gonna cast Frostbite on it. So, con save, please, Durs.
Con save.
DC 13.
16, con is better, +4 for a dirty 20. That's
Cool.
right, buddy.
Yeah. And then, you know, Liber's just gonna stand there, you know, with fucking nothing.
Understandable. Have a great day. No.
Time to kick some more. Because I can split my attacks, I can kick him twice and then come back and heal Aura. Because that's how D&D do.
1 sec, guys.
That's good. Ooh, you had 5 HP, Liber?
What?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yikesies.
What do?
Yikes.
So,
Alright, first attack. That's a better roll. That's gonna be a 17 to hit.
who are you?
First up.
Who are you attacking?
Sorry, meant to move up first.
So
My bad.
it's going to use its reaction to first level spell slot shield.
Alright,
AC 21
Cool.
there.
cool. Let's just give it another shot then, because I've got a second kick anyway. It's a 5 on the die. It's gonna miss.
Yeah.
And let's go back to old Aura here. And alright, that's gonna be 6 healing.
Up to full.
Nice.
Thank you.
More HP than Liber.
So, that's your turn. Eleanor.
Okay, then I have to take care of Liber. All right. Well, first of all, healing word at 2nd level to Liber.
Mhm.
2nd level, because I have no first levels left, guys. We are in shit.
Sleeping
Why?
in the wood
No,
is
that's-
almost dangerous, imagine.
That's not
I
what I
didn't-
wanted to do.
6 HP,
6.
thank you.
A big 6. I mean, it's something. Okay. What sucks is I would love to give inspiration to Val because I want her to hit, but I have 0 of them left. I used all 4. So I'll just Ring of the Ram again.
Okay, you gotta be in a 21. Yeah, that beats
I
the
did.
21. So,
Dude, this object is so good. I love this ring.
pushes it back 5 feet.
Yes.
And it's
So Liber can get the hell out of dodge.
It's its turn.
Nope.
It is. Notices Aura is up. Notices Liber just got healed. Gonna
It
hit
runs?
Liber first. So
Oh,
Yep.
we're
Not
gonna do bite on you. That is a +5, 17 on you, Liber.
Yeah, I'm going to ill-fated word that because
Okay,
there's a
try.
chance I can bring it below my AC.
Roll a d4.
There is a literally 1 chance.
It's a 25% chance. It's a 25%.
I got a 4, so that misses. I'm rolling a d20 to see if I surge.
Nice. That's
Please
clutch.
don't. Oh, close. I rolled a 4. My surge is at 2, so it goes up by 1.
And then it's going to come in with the claws again. With only a 4 on the dice, so it will not hit.
Great.
It's going to.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Aura,
Go fuck yourself, spider.
you are. You're prone. You're not having a good day.
Aura's gonna stand up and she's like kind of like she's very raggedy, very bloody. She's like holding her
Very
arm.
woozy.
very, very woozy. She's gonna be like, "You motherfucker," and she's gonna cast Lacerate on this bitch. So she's gonna
Ooh.
with her arm, like really angry.
That is a con save, if I remember correctly. Yes,
It is a con save.
that is very good for you. A 5 for it, which I believe it takes the exhaustion point as well. Then
It does. It takes the exhaustion, and
Yeah.
I to roll a bunch.
Which
Using
is
the
what
big spells.
disadvantage on ability.
ability checks. Lacerate only gets good when you start stacking it, but
Imagine 3 people with lacerate in a party. Oof.
imagine 6 people with Lacerate in a party.
22 damage.
Oh my god! You think it went from not looking very rough at all to looking very rough.
And we're just gonna be like, "Eat it, bitch."
Watch your profanity.
No fear.
Or is not happy, guys.
All right, encouraged by the lacerate that just demolished it. Gonna try once again to bring my sword down, see if I can hit this time.
Okay,
22.
can't even shield it, so we'll let it get through. 14. Alright, Valfir, as you bring your greatsword through this being made of pure web, you slice through it and does enough damage to the point where bits start falling off it, chunks fall off, and then all the webbing goes limp and leaves just a silhouette. Nothing inside, being made of pure hatred, is now deceased.
I'm gonna walk over to it and just spit on it.
It deserves that.
Liber just collapses.
I just pick up Liber, just pull him over to his bed, just put him down.
Damn, I really almost zoinked you guys with that. Damn.
Thanks.
You did.
Almost.
Thank you, guys. That was very close to now.
Can I think of any historical texts about such creatures? Do I know what that could be?
So this creature, I will allow religion or arcana.
Can I
Or
roll?
history, I suppose.
I have
for
not.
you.
Can I roll to know
Sure.
why this fucker hated me so
Can I
much?
roll?
I wouldn't say you could now. I
Damn
wouldn't
it.
have the
Oh,
knowledge.
like, can I?
So you're
Yeah,
now-
I'll know Nora.
I know nothing.
Yeah, no,
I
Liber
don't know
doesn't
about
care
this.
enough
No.
about to even think about it.
Now the rolls are back. I got a 22.
Okay. So you remember very briefly in the courts of the Shadowfae being told about such beings. This is a lunar kidna. They are beings of moonlight and spider silk created in forests that are permeated by residual dark magic. So whatever rituals happen around here produce enough dark magic around to create beings such as this. Its strength is purely coalescent with the moon, so depending on you're lucky it wasn't a full moon because it would have been far stronger. But the web gains life and flies through the forest gathering other webs until it collects enough silk to form a faceless humanoid body. With 4 legs and 4 arms, it has a hatred of elves and loves to cause them to suffer, even going as far as poisoning some elvish civilizations' water sources and sets fire to their villages. Their power, that being said though, is all dependent on the moon, and lucky it wasn't a full moon, but there's still enough. The moon is more than a quarter full at this stage, so
Okay, cool.
these are dangerous things, and it was created probably because of the ritual, the dark energy that got released by that.
So that means that there's likely more, right?
So it would have started as a smaller one, and it would have gathered silk and such, but that's not an illogical jump. They're not like pack creatures, but there's enough concern about it for sure.
Longer when the moon gets bigger, and they really don't like elves.
Alright.
That explains a lot.
Everything is owie.
Mm,
Is this silk
Yeah.
like special or like worth anything, or can be used to make things?
It's just spider silk. It's not special web. It's the energy that was within.
Great.
And for mechanical purposes, it is important for you to know the reduction lasts until you finish a long rest. So, but if that did reduce you to 0 completely, you would have just died outright. That would have been fun.
We have different definitions of fun, I think.
I didn't say fun
Very
for you. It would have fun for the lunar kidney. It would have gotten its desire.
You said lunar echidna, like an animal.
Lunar kidney. Yeah.
Okay.
I can give you a handout about it afterwards.
Alright. You two should probably rest. We can take a watch.
Liber's just groaning into his bedroll.
I only need half the sleep stuff, so I could do another watch later if you need.
Just go to sleep.
It's over.
Just
Sleep.
freaking
Probably
dies.
got like, claw marks in his side. Ugh.
Also,
I
I
can-
failed that death saving throw, by the way.
Oh,
I failed that, yeah.
If there was another elf, I would have attacked you again. Just so you know.
I'm surprised you still didn't, since he's only a half elf.
There's enough there for the hatred to form.
just do it what he is. You know.
Yeah.
So, who's on the next watch?
I'll take it.
Not me.
Probably just.
I think not one person should be up. I think two should be better than one.
Just use some of the time to inspect the damage on my armor and clothes and everything from the worms. Just
Yeah,
looking over it.
it's a whole thing. It's not nice.
It's a holy thing. It's
Oh,
No.
go to sleep. This is awful.
So, give me a check at your blacksmith's tools. Just give me intelligence plus proficiency with blacksmith's tools, and we'll see.
Intelligence plus proficiency. No worries. Huh. Huh. Ugh.
It's certainly, if one bite through the armor wasn't bad enough, two is worse. It's at least going to take a full day for you without like an actual forge and stuff to find enough piecemeal to hammer on more metal to it. It's gonna, like, it's not going to be a permanent fix. You feel it's probably a temporary fix.
Yeah. Probably by the end of this, my armor's just gonna have like scraps just attached to it everywhere.
Look, if Emma has taught us anything, the less armor you're wearing, the stronger it is.
Only if you're female, though.
Exactly, how fair it is. So.
Alright.
So is anyone taking watch with Velfira?
Yes.
Eleanor.
Okay. So can
I don't
get a
think no
perception
one
check
should
from
be
both of you?
alone here
Hmm.
right now.
Did you want another perception check?
I want people to make perception checks, yeah. One from each of you.
Oh,
14 for me.
17. Well, that was an 18, but mine was 1. So.
Okay. Relatively peaceful. You know, you're definitely tense. You hear a couple of cracks and breaks in the forest, and you're definitely on edge, but uneventful throughout. If there's anything you'd like to discuss, be my guest.
Didn't have anything in mind?
Doesn't seem like it.
No.
Okay. So,
Don't want to talk to you.
who's on the last watch then?
Probably the last person who hasn't taken one at the very least.
Yeah,
Or,
at least Nox.
Aura would also get up now, because even though she feels like absolute shit, she's not going to let somebody go by themselves, especially since she's already gotten all of the sleep she needs. Unless you
That's
disagree.
With 5 players, it's an interesting, because I'd say, yeah, you with Elvish, you're able to translate all out.
Okay.
So, can I have perception checks from both of you, please?
Uh, 21.
21?
9.
9, okay.
If we get another fucking spell.
Okay,
I
okay.
swear.
No, don't worry. Once again, this watch goes by peacefully. Nothing sinister.
Or it's just kind of sitting there. You can tell, like, her face is kind of all swole up by now. It's all purple.
She's definitely beat up.
How's your face?
Is it purple? I think it's probably purple.
Nice
It's a
lavender
little,
colour.
it's a little bit purple. Hold on, there might be some plants around that I could pick and find maybe something to numb the pain.
Oh, that would be lovely. I'd appreciate that a lot. Thank you for the head pats. They were very impressive head pats.
So,
It's okay. It's something that's just seems to happen. Wait, wrong accent. Hold on.
that's a Xericus accent. Velfira would be very annoyed if she heard that.
The changeling in me is morphing in this awkward conversation.
Voice box is just going.
Just gonna have a quick look around, see if I can find anything that could just help numb the pain a little bit.
Give me a nature or survival check, please.
I'll give you a survival. That's how is that my good roll? Look, it's a solid 26.
Okay, so you head over to the small little, it's very similar to the witch pit back in a small pond. There's a few reeds down within it. Nothing that would actually benefit long term or any sort of component, but you know it would have a small numbing property to it.
It's flavor.
Yeah. If like kind of like a seaweed wrap, so if you kind of like wrap her face a little bit in it, it'll help numb it. It won't be phenomenal. It won't feel very nice. It'll be very slimy, but it will help.
Just sort of takes it, starts flattening out in his now, because he's Edgar, in his hand, and just sort of goes up to you. Just not really saying much, just like real concentratingly trying to put it on without hurting you.
She definitely like moves like her big fluff of hair out of the way.
That updo that you got done just gone. Just got knocked off of you, literally.
A lot of shit got knocked out of me.
More like 2/3 of your HP.
Yeah.
Have you ever almost died?
It's not a question.
We were both there at the town. Yes. Do you not remember when I got burnt to a crisp?
Well, I do, but I didn't know how bad it was because by the time I got to you, everything was okay. Remember?
Not really. I was kind of unconscious.
That's fair. I got punched in the face by the tree, so that's.
The trees will be like that sometimes.
Apparently, I've never. I don't know. I guess I never really thought about it, but like, I don't want to die. Is that weird?
That's some philosophical shit.
You see, normally most people don't want to die. I don't know why you'd want to.
Well, I mean, I never really cared too much about it before, but like, I don't know. Things have been pretty nice here. I'd like to keep going.
I'm glad you think so. Not necessarily the same for me, but I'm glad you and Live are here.
She's gonna glare at you at that.
I'm good. I made you origami.
Like I said, I'm glad you and Live are here. I think the other two, if I was left alone with them, they'd probably kill me.
We're gonna fix it. As long as he's not dead. If he's dead, I don't know what to do. But as long as he's alive, we can fix it.
Reanimate the corpse.
White necromancy, I'm not there yet, guys. Can't bring him back.
That might fix, even if I'm confident Zerikos is alive, but that doesn't really fix the entire problem.
Well, it's a start. It's better than whatever you've been trying to do. Acting like not taking any gold is gonna help. That's not gonna fix anything. I know it makes you feel better because it's the whole self-deprecating, oh, I don't deserve the gold because I've done a bad thing. But that doesn't do anything on their end.
I don't take the gold, I don't need it. I don't need weapons, I don't need armor. Y'all need it more than me. And it's not because I don't need it, not to, pitying myself. I literally do not need it. Fucking kick shit for a fight.
She's gonna kick you in the shin.
That was fucking rude.
You're
I was gonna say roll to hit.
It seems like the sun's just gonna start rising and everybody's gonna wake up and they're just gonna be grumbling at each other.
Probably. So, as the morning sunrise comes, you've got still a day's travel back to Lavoka.
Right, let's not waste any time. Let's travel.
Because I just want to clarify, you guys did pretty much sleep straight after that area, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you'll be hitting Livoka at sundown.
Okay. Alright, let's get moving. No point in wasting time.
How are you feeling today, Aura?
I feel much better. And Naxasu gave me, like, reeds, I think, to make it so it's not hurty anymore.
Yes, I see and smell something strange.
I might not have gotten it all off.
Yeah, there's some caught in your hair. Here, just pull out a reed.
I will meaningfully look at Val when they say that something's caught in her hair. Like, see what I mean?
Now other people notice it. This is your fault.
Could you digitated it instead of just yanking it?
Oh, no, because I can't move things with prestidigitation. I can only clean things, and it would have just been a clean reed in your hair, and that's not really useful.
Okay, and she's just gonna walk away.
Weird energy in the morning in this camp.
Good talk. Good
This
talk.
group, not morning people. Found out today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
It's a mood.
as you guys break camp, pack up your tents, put them on your pack mule, that is Bafira.
While everyone is packing, I will, of course, give my much-needed commands to pack the best way. And I would like to...
Inspiring.
Yeah, and I would like to leave for a bit, just to step away from the camp,
Okay. You
so that no one hears me being stupid.
Don't wander off too far.
as you give your inspiration.
I will wander wherever I please.
If you yell,
Huh?
I said if you need to yell real loud.
Sure, if I need help, I will yell. That is doubtful, though. And I will walk off. Which is very ironic, because I'm about to ask for help, but not from y'all.
Carl?
Okay. So, as you give
yes,
your very
I
nice
will
instructions on how to pack up tents, which is just god awful wrong.
Yes.
You've never done it in your life, but it's funny for everyone else to listen to, and there's little chuckles among the crowd. You guys all get your temp HP.
Yeah.
Also,
you
the
make your way-
confidence with which I'm wrong.
Oh, yeah, you're just like a certain demographic. Very, very confidently wrong.
Yeah, that's a very sympathetic character, don't you think?
Yeah.
All right.
You
So
make your
I
way
will
just
walk
out of view. Tree line.
Yes. And I will look around. Right, this is stupid, but Carl, if you're here, I would like to talk to you for a second.
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh, okay.
Or intimidation,
I
I
can
don't
do that.
mind.
No,
Good
not
God.
intimidation.
So,
It's 20.
as you stand there, you say it. You feel really silly in the moment. You close your eyes, you're hoping. Just a slight breeze. You see the rustling of the tree leaves move above you. Very familiar sense as you see the leaves that are falling stop mid-air. That stillness, that timeless sense. Alright. You just... Yeah, you got for me.
Well, first of all, didn't know this would work. Great. Are you always around? Are you just listening in to everything that happens?
For the sake of my supervisors, I have to say yes.
All right, but you can say that you're not always around, right?
I am keeping a watchful eye consistently on you at all times.
Sure. All right. Okay. All right. So is there a way that we can communicate more reliably? Because, well, sometimes I'm sure you need to get a snippy comment in, and sometimes I need to ask for something useful. Is there a way we can have some sort of communication going?
You're looking for trans-dimensional instantaneous communication?
No, just some sort of sign. If you want to talk to me or I want to talk to you, I feel quite silly just walking in the forest and shouting for my guide to appear.
You are. Yeah, definitely are.
Yeah, so anything?
Ellie, if I ever want to get in contact with you, darling, I will.
Yeah, well, that's a problem, see, because I maybe don't always want you to contact me whenever I want, wherever you want. This is something that is just polite to have some sort of sign that we agree on.
Sign is generally me showing up. So, I don't like to work in super strict schedules. Really harshens my vibe. Kind of like to just show up.
I'm sure it is, yeah.
Like, look at me. Why wouldn't you want me just showing up? I'm phenomenal.
All right. Maybe you're a little bit slow on the uptake. I will reiterate. After 10 years in the mansion, maybe you don't know how much stuff has happened, but I certainly don't want any man who desires to have my company whenever he wishes and I don't. I feel like asking for just a little courtesy for me to accept or for you to accept, either way, would be good.
He curtsies. If you want, I can play stupid, Ellie, but this whole angelic eye thing doesn't really work that way. Hell, if you want, I can really start being very involved. I can drop into your dreams of a nightly. Do all this omniscient dream thing that some of them do. I mean, I prefer a hands-on approach. Face to face.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. I just want to have some sort of say in when something appears in my rooms. After 10 years of not having that, I would very much hope to have that.
Tell you what. You start praying, I'll start thinking about it.
All right, I'm gonna leave that one for later. Here's the thing. We have a lot of places we should go, and after the scene we saw out there, the ritual, I feel even more concerned about the girl than I was. Do you have any sort of feeling of where she would be?
That's a very strange way of saying, please can you help me, Carl?
Well, you start complying with what I ask, and maybe I will be more polite as well.
You want me to just randomly let you know that I'm gonna freeze time around you? I suppose I'm not gonna do it, but I could do it.
I mean, any sort of sign, like a dandelion washing through the wind, or like a ray of sunshine, something.
I am the ray of sunshine.
Well, let's agree to disagree on that one. Back on track.
Sure, Ellie.
What can we do to find her quickly?
I don't think quickly is a word. That's not very proper of you, Ellie.
I'm not feeling very proper right now. You're extremely glib and annoying for a celestial.
I get that frequently and far between.
I'm sure you do.
Look. You want to help this girl, you're doing what you can. I already put you on this path. Showed you where to go. I don't know what much more I can do really in this situation for you. I don't have a direct line to the kid. I don't know where she's being kept. I'm not the god. I'm just an angel. Look, I sympathize. I do. I understand you're frustrated. But there's not much I can do in that regard. If I was you, though, I would be worried.
Thank you for the stellar input, Carl. Great. Thank you. Yeah. Because I wasn't worried before, surely.
That's stupid. Why wouldn't you be
That
worried
was
as a kid?
sarcasm. Yeah, that was sarcasm. I would hope that you could pick up on that, seeing as
definitely
you
can. I
implement
just
it
like
quite
frustrating
often.
you.
Yeah. Okay, so that would be all for now.
Did you
I
like
would
the
strongly
drawing?
suggest. Yes, I like the drawing, but I would strongly suggest you to give some sort of sign when you're coming, because sometimes when I don't expect something to be in a space I think is safe, I might react in a way that is not beneficial to our partnership.
All right. You want a sign? I can give you a sign.
Thank you.
As he starts leaving, he goes, "You'll know when your name's called." As you just hear your daughter's voice go, "Mommy?" As he leaves.
Oh. Oh.
Okay, all right. I'm coming back.
What a cold-hearted bitch.
Yeah, he's a bitch. He's such a bitch.
Hey, you could have asked nicely. You didn't.
Listen, I asked as nicely as Eleanor would deem appropriate, you know?
He responded in kind.
Fuck. I hate him.
While that's going on, in my brain, like Vel's just like this is after they've packed up and they're like just sitting around like waiting, or it's just gonna like walk over and just like plop her head in Vel's lap, and be like,
It's been a bad day.
It does.
Morning.
Yeah, that's morning.
Such a mood.
She'll just reach down, just stroke Aura's head. It's been tough. I didn't quite expect any of this when we first set out. Cults, demons, all of this bullshit. But
We haven't gotten to just talk in a while.
no. How are you, anyway? I mean, how are you finding all of this? It's-
More recently, as in like the last 8-ish hours, not super great.
No. It's not been a super great time for anyone, I don't think.
How are you doing?
Okay. Still coming to terms with Zerkos and all of that.
I'm really sorry that I didn't understand that at first. I knew it was in bad taste, but I didn't really understand how bad it was.
Thank you for that. I know that, of course, things are different, perhaps, from where you're from, but thank you.
I did really mean it when I said that I want to help find him too.
Of course. And we will.
Yes, we will.
We will. Once this is all dealt with.
So, I also... I'm really sorry. I'm gonna bring this up anyways. I think...
I doubt I could stop you.
You totally 100% could, but I don't think you would just because you tend to not. I just wanted to let you know that I think he did it because he doesn't value himself as a living creature, and he wished it had been the other way around. And even though it's really messed up and it was the wrong decision to make, I think he did it because he wanted to be the one who fell in there. That Zeracos could have been the one who got okay. So
Duly noted.
I just wanted to say that. Because
No,
he's
and
not defending himself in any way.
I know he made that very clear to me when he told me. No, and thank you. I still have my thoughts, but
I think your thoughts are valid. It's just, you told me to make friends, and especially within the last day or so, it's been lots of tension, and so I keep trying to fix it, and it's not going well.
of course. But no, I don't know what to say exactly, to be honest. Just, I guess, keep trying. It's, I think, a lot for all of us to get used to.
Hey, maybe we can get pastries again soon.
That would be good. The next time we're in Rindleton. Let me go shopping with Eleanor.
Yes.
There's that one bakery just outside the Hellwood.
Well, I'll get hairbrushes and pastries.
Sounds
That's a good
perfect.
episode title.
It's going to be a great episode.
Oh yeah.
That's when everyone dies, actually. So, so as campus gather. Question is this? No, that's not. So now you've finished packing up your camp. Eleanor returns, making your way back to Lavoka. I will let you make your survival check with advantage this time, since you've done this trip very recently.
I just want to quickly mention the music made that moment seem so much more dramatic than it probably was. But I loved it.
That's 25.
Laura cares a lot about Valentina. He's like, oh, go talk to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, you make your way back very quickly. Same as last time, you do notice some bits in the forest where there is things you don't want to mess with in the wood. And you skirt your way around them, making your way back to Lavoka for nightfall, for close to nightfall, for dinner time again. So I would like to clarify the date in game is currently possibly, I want to say you left the morning of the 5th, if memory serves me right.
Yes.
Yeah, it should be
So
the night
it's
of the
the evening of the
6th.
6th.
Yeah.
Sweet.
You make your way back home.
So what's our plan? Are we staying here the whole day, or by the end
You're
of
here at night.
tomorrow?
So
Well,
Yeah.
we need to sleep, and then tomorrow I need to take the day to repair my armor, and potentially in that time you can ask any of the villagers if they know about the quarry, or if they've heard anything about the quarry, or what's there, what might be there.
Yes, of course. We obviously will use that time wisely. I'm just asking, are we staying another night after that when you
Well,
finish?
I do not think it'd be wise to travel in the evening. So the next morning, after that.
Yeah.
the morning of the 8th.
Mhm.
So just referencing time here.
Yeah.
Travel there, evening of the 8th, sleep back in Lavoka for the 9th, travel at best to the Moonlit Plateau for
Cutting
the
it close.
11th.
We are cutting close.
And it's so close.
Unless
That's
you
2
do not
days.
want me to, I can go ahead without repairing my armor, but of course that is a detriment.
Is there a blacksmith in town? Can we just buy you new armor?
No.
No, there's like 70 people in this town.
One is Rindleton.
65.
Okay, all right. So
And
if we
you're-
go to quarry on the 8th, we'll spend there the 9th. Do we have time to travel from the quarry to the plateau again until the 13th?
If you hit Lavoka on the way back and then made your way up to the quarry, you'd be at the plateau again for the 11th. Alternatively, you could skip Lavoka this time and go from the quarry to Farben and then loop back around. Would be possible.
But we will be able to
You'll
make
be
that
back
journey.
at 11th if all goes
Okay.
to plan.
Sure. All right.
Okay.
Hey, remember what Liba said? Let's go to Rindleton. What can happen? And we're already fucking cutting it so close.
Yeah, you would have been at the plateau for the rituals. You'd be catching the buses that's leaving.
I think 2 days is plenty of time.
Yes.
Scope it out.
So,
Yeah.
time-wise, it's been about another hour and a half. I'm going to let us take another quick 5-10 minute break here again, and then we'll do the last hour. Just so, conscious everyone can go use the bathroom and get a drink if they need to. So we're going to do another small intermission here again, only about 5 minutes, but we'll be back soon. And we're back on the live screen, back in Avoca, trying to make our minds up about what to do. So, you go to sleep. I'm pretty sure you probably guys go to sleep as soon as you hit Avoca.
Yeah.
Okay. So, waking, just tough trip home.
Yeah.
If that ain't a mood. Waking up the following morning, the bit of frost settling in, so it's getting nippy this time of year, but still. What is the plan for this day's work in Avoca if you wish to do anything?
Well,
Armor.
Okay. So, I'd say for just sake of brevity, you can find enough tools and scrap metal to piecemeal your arm back together. I need to check with your smith's tools, though.
You can get there.
Can I give inspiration for this, or?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, what's this with?
I'd say this is using your...
Strength?
You tell me
Powerful
how
muscle.
you justify to me how you're doing it, and I'll tell you what role you. How would Belfira go about repairing her armor?
Look, guys, I don't know the first thing about repairing armor, so...
just
I would
with,
say
like the clag glue stick.
I'd say, knowing where the damage is and how far it stretches back, I'd say we'll use your intelligence or wisdom and proficiency, whichever's higher.
Intelligence. We're going straight for
No,
intelligence.
wisdom then, actually, because you said none. Okay, 14 is possible.
Ill-fated word. No.
If I got higher, do a better job, actually. That's in terms of...
No, I'd say, like, again, this is, like, temporary fix. You will eventually need to buy armor. This will not last, but...
That's alright.
Like, you know when
So-
someone, like, rips a hole in the knee of their trousers and they just, like, put a piece of fabric underneath to set it through? That's literally what you've done. You just slap metal on. Tung, 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 tung.
A
And it's
few
there.
rivets in there.
Yeah. You went from wearing whatever armor to split mail. So, does anyone wish to accomplish anything for their day's rest in Avoca?
Yes.
Yes.
I would like to gather as much information about the quarry as I can. Who owns it? What was the last time it worked? And people heard any rumors from that place? All kinds of shit that I can get.
We'll go with you for that.
Yeah, I was going to say, could I assist since we're both talkers?
Okay, bud.
Or do you want to split it? Like one
I'm
piece of
curious who
information?
you're asking is more what I'm wondering.
I guess we have a full day, so we can ask like about people who worked in there. Also,
Okay.
Brother Arkady. Like, we have a bunch of time to ask around.
And there were
Oh.
those guys who helped us fix the kiln, who were like new
Yeah.
masonry stuff, so they might know something about it.
Okay. So, I'd say rather than act this entire thing out, give me, as the three of you, or however many people are attacking this scenario, give me whoever has the highest investigation to find the correct people to ask.
Or
Can I inspire Aura?
It's, I don't know.
My investigation's a +4.
Go for it. We're not
mine's
smart.
a 3, I think. Yeah, mine's a 3, so go for it.
So it's
That's-
just straight roll, or
Straight roll, but
With
inspired.
a bardic inspiration.
Okay. We'll do that. Oh, that's not bad. We have 24.
24. Okay, you find it doesn't take long. You do know, like, DC wasn't very high because people who fixed the lime kiln have reason to believe that they have knowledge based around it. And give me just a general persuasion check to figure out how this sort of stuff goes. See if they can go and dig up old documents of their parents.
Is that supposed to be from Aura or from someone?
Whoever has the highest, so I'd imagine Eleanor.
I've got a 5.
I've got an 8. Persuasion, right?
Yeah, persuasion.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have advantage. I just have a straight roll, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Again, not a
So
very
that's
difficult
gonna be 18.
18.
Oh, because you
Oh,
can't
'cause
get
you
lower
can't
than
roll.
a 10.
Yes. I can't roll lower than a 10 on persuasion.
Oh yes.
Oh, damn eloquence.
Okay, that definitely makes it easier. So, going to the same guys who helped prepare Lancome, they recall of a time when they were very young, that both of their fathers died in an accident in the quarry. Something happened, and it was closed very quickly after that. They don't know what caused the accident. It was very covered up very quickly, and no one from Lavoga's tried to go over and search it out. But correct myself, no one's gone to search it out and returned.
Do we know who covered it up?
So the family that owns it is a noble merchant. Well, there's not really like noble houses in Rindleton. There's like aristocrats and the Flimbush family.
Flimbush. How unfortunate for them.
Yeah, it's not a nice name, but it's still a name of power over there.
Cool.
And they own the quarry and haven't tried to hire anyone new that anyone is aware of or done anything. They've chosen to abandon the quarry. There is a tunnel that almost leads to, just east of here. So the way you get to the quarry is it does kind of, as a natural quarry, digs down to a large ravine, but there's a tunnel that you would go through just east. They can lead you to it if you want. They do remember the way, but they were not willing to go inside the tunnel or get any closer.
Sure, that would be enough.
Flimbush family, what is their... Are they human? Are they half-elven?
They are a predominantly human family.
Cool.
In my time in Rindleton, have I heard anything about them?
How long did you spend in Rindleton?
Like, how much time is it to get from Cassella to Rindleton?
Like travel distance?
Yes.
Weeks, depending on how
couple weeks.
Trying to go.
Then I spent in Rindleton a month and a half.
Okay, roll me a history check.
Okay. Because I left 2 months ago, and yeah, I got to Rindleton. History 12.
Not in a circle you heard anything about. There are whatever dealings they deal within, it's not like fine arts or, music or such stuff that you would be aware of.
All right. And that accident happened like 60, 80 years ago, sort of, yeah? When they were kids.
These guys are, you're talking. I don't think the quarry's been closed quite that long. I can't remember.
These guys were 40.
Yeah, 40, 50. You're talking maybe 35, 40 years ago. The quarry was good for quicklime. It's a lime quarry, so limestone quarry. It's just not seen use in a long time. And they assume the Flimbush family still owns it, but they've no proof or like any real like paperwork that would designate it, in the fact that that's the family like of nobility that paid their parents.
Well, so they probably can't read, so it wouldn't be super important to them if they had the paperwork.
But also, no one obviously was interested in the quarry for a very long time.
But no one here, they were hired to work there, and if they're not paid to go there, they're not going there. They're like someone from
Norton come through.
Yeah, so they normally a recruiter from the Flimbush family would come and also just saw the chat. Sorry,
it's so stupid, but yeah.
Hello, thank you for being here. So there is a family that owns a quarry, and normally someone, a representative of the Flimbush family, would come and recruit people, or they would bring people from Rindleton, and they would bring them over to the quarry to work, and they'd be kind of escorted forward and back, and then that just stopped happening, and then a couple of people went to go look at it, and they never came back. So we don't know what's in the quarry really, but it might be okay. They're like, I don't want to go there. People I don't know if they just left Lavoca, but they didn't come back. So I'm not gonna I'm not going to go into the tunnel that leads down to the quarry, but I can bring you to the tunnel that leads down to the quarry, and you might never return, but I'm not going in there.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's good information. Does that take all of our time during the day?
I'd say throughout that is like your guys' most like predominant experience with it. Unless there's any minor tasks you wish to get completed.
Just a small little task of buying a lock.
Buying a lock. There's no
And a
locksmith
key.
in Lavoca. Most stores around here have pallicides, where they just... Well, pallicide's probably the wrong term, isn't it?
That's
What's
they're
the-
begging to be
It wouldn't beam.
absolutely.
Yeah, beam.
Yeah. Okay.
No, there's actually a barricade of sorts. But yeah, no, there is no locksmith,
alright.
because like the locksmith of Lavoca is this guy who has a pretty narrow but very sturdy stick that he kind of like puts up between the door to lift it if someone's door gets jammed.
This is
Um,
safe.
How much longer would you say we would a day after this?
I'd say if you guys are planning on going in the morning, you have the full evening to do whatever you wish.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you guys
Is-
start planning on traveling at night. Do you have
I don't
something?
think so.
Believe it.
Yeah, just for the way I'm going to, because I didn't go with the group in any way, shape, or form. I'm just spending my day sort of off in the forest, just looking for any more plants, just basically having a few hours to myself.
Okay. Are you looking for specific stuff you can make potions with, or are you looking for? Or are you kind of just spending time? Like,
Basically, spending time. If I'm just gonna be like sort of haphazardly looking for stuff. If I find something, then cool. If not, then not really
Okay.
my goal.
that'll set the DC then for sure. Give me a survival or nature check, your choice.
Certainly. Back to the bad rolls again. We love it. 15.
Not quite. You're too in your own head on your travels to actually find something of use. But it's nice to at least, like you find an awful lot of mundane plants and roots that wouldn't be beneficial for you. They might make some nice dyes in a city, but nothing medicinal.
Stop and smell the roses.
Exactly. It's more of a peaceful nature walk than it is a profitable.
Hey, at least there's no silk spiders that are gonna come and fuck you up.
Oh,
Look, he is not an elf,
Yeah.
so he would not have to worry. Also, they're powered by
That's
the moon, so.
I was gonna say, if they did, good luck catching me.
Yo, with their ranged
Not
web
too
attack,
funny.
I would like to see them try.
we sleep the night and we go in the morning. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to see if there was any chance I could potentially start teaching Drash Yurt the alphabet with the rest of the night.
All right, you knock at his chest. What do you say to Drash? He's standing there. He's like, "Oh, Iber, hello."
Hi, Drash. Bit of a weird thing. I was wondering if, since you've been so generous with your house and things, if you perhaps wanted to start learning how to read. Me helping you. It'd be
Why?
useful for you. Say, I don't know, some fancy businessman from Middleton comes to town and gives you a piece of paper to sign, and you don't know what it says. You could, I don't know, sign your bull away or something like that accidentally. You don't
They
want to
normally
get
go
rid
to
of the bull, do
Arcady.
you? Yeah, but say they don't.
Why wouldn't they?
Alright, you may have me there, but I mean, it is useful to read.
Sure. It's gonna hurt.
No?
Promise.
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that.
Poor man.
I don't.
Poor
One
guy,
conditioner,
I love
though.
Okay.
My daughter's gonna sit with us as well. Probably better for her to learn
Yeah.
than from me.
Yeah,
Aww.
sure. Everyone's welcome to
Got
learn.
like a 4-year-old kid.
Yeah.
So he sits down with you. How do you go about teaching him to read? I'm curious.
I'll start with the alphabet, the common alphabet. let's not go to Elven quite yet.
Okay.
And just go through,
So,
the drawing and the writing.
give
So
me
that-
a God, I don't know what role I would want this to be. Give me a. No, I'm gonna make Drash roll, not you. I'm gonna see how well he picks up on this.
Oh no.
And his daughter, don't forget. That's important.
And his daughter, who has a better intelligence than him, probably. He rolled a 5. That's not going well. She rolled an 18. She's picking up really quickly, but she thinks they're pictures.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose it kind of does look like a sideways hill, but it's a D, capital D.
Okay.
I wish Aura had known and come along.
Drash goes,
Great.
explain this to me one more time.
Okay. So your name
Yeah.
starts with a D,
Uh-huh.
and then it's got a little R,
Why is it
You know?
little?
because it's not as important as the start of the name.
It's the second letter in there, you said. It's still... Is that not the start of the name still?
It's still useful. But
Why are there different sizes?
And we're gonna get into
D
proper
should
now.
be D. R should be R. There shouldn't be 2 Ds and 2 Rs.
He's right though. He's right.
I mean, he is very right. But
Can you just give me a
Because-
general persuasion check to keep it? To see if you can keep Drash concentrated or not?
general persuasion, right?
Just general persuasion. He's
I'm
having a
going
tough
to-
time grasping this. I'm not gonna lie. You got
This
5
is
minus
our
2.
most important quest to date.
Okay, so
Alright,
not
tides
Aura.
of, tides of
Literally.
chaos to give myself advantage
Wild magic
because
surgeon
this is
name.
important.
He asked if it was
17.
dangerous. He asked if it was dangerous.
Okay.
I'm studying
Okay.
linguistics. This is so painful.
I think I follow. Roll an insight.
Good. I'm
Lying.
glad.
He's straight up lying.
No, I dropped it. I'll just roll
Doesn't count.
in the game because, I can't find it at the minute. Inside. 10.
Drash follows pretty well.
Good, I'm glad.
He's
We'll
getting
pick this
aggressive.
up another day. You did
You just
good.
hear, as you leave, you kind of close the door behind him, you just hear, Daddy, that was easy. No, wasn't. Go to your room. You hear something vaguely probably sounding like he kicked something and then hurt his foot more than he did damage to it, but...
Poor man.
well,
Right.
fine.
I mean, it's hard. I mean, come on.
Got to start somewhere.
Brain go burr. That's all Drash can say right now.
Brain go for
So,
Although he got a few more wrinkles in there today.
brain go liber.
look, he's definitely
think it
like
was-
capital. He's like, you leave after like you're done with him. He's capitalizing the end as well as the start because he thinks like
Yeah, it's
You know,
both important. Sure.
if the end is surely as important as the
He's got a
start.
point. He's got a point.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing great. I love Drash.
Or, I
Let
want
him
Aura
die. Thing.
Yeah, look, he can't afford to take 1 point of psychic damage. He won't live. He studied too hard.
Die from smooth brain. Ugh.
That's mood.
So, as everyone beds down for the night. The rest comes peaceful. It's nice to not sleep out in the enchanted forest that's going to try and kill you in the middle of the night. Who knew? Well, the next morning, you wake up with a purpose to head towards the quarry owned by the Flimbush family. An unfortunate name, as pointed out by Eleanor. You have
Have
guides
I?
there, so yeah, feel fair.
Have I, like, having lived in Rendleton, have I ever heard of the Flimbush family much? Like, do I know anything else
Roll me a
about them?
history check. They might actually be within the same sort of.
Oh yes, the Thunderwood family line.
Family is the BBG, confirmed.
Okay, that's a 10.
10. Okay,
to provide
10 is enough.
Oh.
You are from Rindleton. The Flamebush family deals mostly in stones and metals. They don't do precious metals, but they do outfit an awful lot of mercenary companies. The ones you've worked for in the past would have actually gotten, probably supplies, if not directly from Flamebush, but Flamebush supplied blacksmiths and armor smiths.
That's cool.
And an awful lot of the stone buildings and the docks around Rindleton were built by the Flamebush family.
So pretty big. I mean, important.
They're into real estate and they're definitely seedy.
Nice
No.
people, or
Didn't have a high
that
enough roll
roll?
to get anything about their reputation, but about their business.
all good.
Okay.
All good.
I'll pass all that on to the group. Their business dealings,
They like rocks. Fair enough.
Give me rocks are cool.
in a way.
I like rocks.
So,
So before we move out, obviously we'll be escorted to the beginning of the tunnel, but I do want to make sure we are all on the same page of what we're doing in the quarry. Are we just going in straight to the quarry, trying to figure out what it is, or are we trying to lay an ambush for the cultists that might be leaving the quarry?
well, we need to know what's in the quarry first. We need to have more information at hand. We still do not know the allies they have in the quarry itself, what they are, where they are, how settled in they are there. So,
True. I'm just saying, I don't think all of us are quite on the same stealth level. So, I'm pretty sure if we go to the quarry, we will face these allies, whoever they are.
Vel, are you
Who's that?
okay? You need some help? I can heal you from that.
She's
That was-
rattled.
Ooh.
Her armor is also
Just
rattled.
taking-
Look.
I know my armor does make a lot of noise, but we can try.
Where are all of you right now?
We're
The
walking
house, probably.
to
Or
the
walking
guy
to.
who said, "I'll take you straight to the quarry."
Okay, so you're not staying for breakfast or anything?
No, I mean, I mentioned meal of breakfast first. Yeah.
Yeah, communal breakfast at the table.
Okay. As you're sitting around the table,
No, so
Uh-oh.
you have to join communal breakfast.
communal breakfast. Eleanor, you could have swore you left this in your room. A very folded up piece of paper that you left in your room has just been laid out bright and clear on the table for everyone to see. A nice drawing of what appears to be a child's depiction of Eleanor.
What's this? I don't know.
That's creepy.
That's
Oh, it's pretty.
really creepy. It is a child's drawing.
I'll take it off the table. It's not a child's drawing. It's from Carl.
Sorry,
Sorry?
who?
We never had this
You've
conversation.
never had this conversation. Who's Carl? I don't know Carl.
Yeah.
Is he one of the villagers?
It's Drash's
Is he
brother.
one-
He's not good at pictures.
Yeah. All right. Well,
One of-
I suppose this would have happened sooner or later. So I don't know how much you know about ASMR culture and life, but as I have celestial blood in me, the celestial peoples or creatures take special interest, and I suppose there is, for every SMR, there's a guide, some sort of celestial creature that is supposed to look out for them and help them on their way. Mine appeared a couple of days ago. Never seen him before, but he's interesting as celestials go, and his name is Carl.
And he's a child, or?
No, he's just very shitty at drawing.
Eleanor, can you just roll me charisma, please?
Especially charisma.
No,
I'm
just
suddenly-
flat charisma.
Oh no, he's angry at me. Whatever. He fucking left it on the table. That's not cool.
You wanted
Ah.
something?
20.
Second.
That's straight
What's his
charisma
insight
20. Come on.
As you were.
So, I mean, I have not seen him. Does he talk to you mentally, or is it?
Dreams?
I mean, I don't know much about how it works, but sometimes he just appears, and I assume he is quite powerful because he can stop time, and he appears to me when everyone else just sees nothing.
Is that what happened? It's like the weird thing where you were like, "Grr," and we were like, what's going on? And you're like, it's nothing. I just stubbed my toe or something. Do you remember that though?
I mean, I might have stubbed my toe. I'm not quite sure which point you're talking about.
You were in the forest.
Doesn't narrow it down. We're quite often in the forest. Anyway, he might appear again. Maybe he will even show himself to you. He's a colorful character. Let's put it that way.
Right.
Oh, sounds like a nice addition to the group.
Good to know.
So when did he draw you as a kid?
It's a drawing of me, just me, right?
It's a drawing of you. You know exactly what it is.
Oh, I
No,
thought
it's a different drawing or a new
No,
one.
it's the drawing he gave you from your daughter, who was like, it was a picture of like the little girl and her mommy.
So it's two people on the drawing.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure it's like signed very, very badly with your daughter's like Flora, just like in crayon. No,
No,
essentially, what's
there
the
was
exact
no
description I sent?
signing, I think.
It was, you know it. I think.
Yeah, it was a crudely drawn drawing of a girl and me.
Yes.
I'll try to find it, but I can't really.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. I thought it was like a drawing of a child, not a child's drawing.
No, it is a child's drawing, like crayon on parchment. I can't remember the
Okay.
exact description.
Or just a shitty drawing.
Dimensions.
Therefore, the next question from this, I understand if this is too personal, but you are a mother then? Inferring from the drawing.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Any more prying questions?
I mean...
No,
yeah,
go ahead.
but,
Say,
you know,
say to curiosity. Tell me how it is to be away from my child, so far away. Ask me how that feels. I'm sure I'll be gladly answering that as well.
So
no.
I have the exact description here, so I'm going to pull this up. What you found in your pocket is a small piece of parchment written in Celestial. So first of all, there is a Celestial, like, there's a fancy signature on it saying, "Don't say I don't do anything for you," written in Celestial.
Right.
It is a small drawing of you and your daughter, signed by a hastily done 2-year-old, by big crayon
I forgot that.
Flora.
Mhm.
So yes, it is no Carl
Signed.
written on that, but Flora
Signed
written
by
on it.
Flora.
Mhm.
You need help getting to her?
No offense to your capabilities, Aura, but I'm not sure you can do anything about that. What I can say is that the more successful we are in our mission, the better my chances are.
Why is that?
Because I'm sorry if I'm not ready to pour my heart out to you. I don't really know you that well.
I understand.
Hopefully one day I'll be strong enough and then I can help you get your daughter back. Just like we're gonna try to get Zerikos back.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So
Anyway.
what's next?
Yeah, let's table that discussion for later. I was not prepared to talk about this. Thank you, Carl. That was great. Let's
Roll a
go.
perception check.
This motherfucker!
This motherfucker. Sky Daddy, wow.
You can see
Yeah.
out the window of your, like, at the direction, you just see, like, a figure, just, like, you can see by the bottom of it is chuckling as it is walking away.
I will kill him someday. I will strangle my guide with my own 2 hands.
Not with that
That's a
strength,
mood.
you won't.
Should we get me to do it?
Gauntlets of Ogre Strangling, apparently. So, as you pack up your
let's
table for the morning.
yeah. Let's walk.
A fun conversation for Eleanor.
Okay.
You find your not angelic guides, but commoner guides to bring you towards the quarry. You are going to drop you off there and then turn on heel straight away and like probably hit back in the Voca for like 2 or 3 in the morning.
GTFO. Yeah.
Beeline. They're not willing to camp. They're just going. Like they're like, nope. Yes.
While we're walking, I would like to have a conversation with Liber, which I assume is going to be like at the back of the group, like
Like,
Okay.
just like, hey, we're gonna slow up just a little bit.
Yeah.
You don't like Eleanor.
No, it's not that. I don't know what to make of her yet.
Well, you're not being very nice to Eleanor. She's not being very nice to anybody else. I understand that completely.
Thank you.
Like, I get it. I'm not trying to say anything. I just... Do you want to stay with the group? Do you want us to all stay together later? When we get done with saving Carta?
I mean, yes, I would like to. I was actually going to, at some point today, speak to Eleanor to see if she knew any stories about people being enchanted and things like that. But I think I may have slightly singed that bridge a little bit, just a tiny bit. So we'll
Well-
find out about that.
Like, the last 3 conversations you've had with her have been quite tense, and you've been kind of snarky back to her. Like, I totally understand why, because she's been very snarky in general, but being snarky back to her isn't gonna help.
Yeah, I think I understand at least a small amount of why she has behaving as she has. I can't imagine the stress that she's under being a child. I will
Yeah.
apologize to her.
Okay, I just wanted to see how you were doing, because, like, we already have, like, the whole, like, Zarakos is gone thing, so, like, Vel and Nox now are, like, it's really dangerous to have them alone in the same room, and Eleanor also kind of feels the same way because Nox did a betrayal thing, so it's just kind of dangerous to have them in the same room together, and I don't know how I can handle it if it's gonna be dangerous to have you and Eleanor in the same room together, okay?
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Or it's like you're tearing the family apart.
I will tell you now. I think that I do not hold any ill will towards any of the members of this group at all. Everyone has helped each other out in one way or another, and I think we all need to recognize that and potentially even, either clear the air, or just open up a bit to everyone.
Sounds good. I think it would do. I mean, I basically told everybody where I was from really in the beginning because I thought that's what I was supposed to do. But, like, I don't know. Maybe it'll make her feel better if she's not the only one that feels like she's got all of her, like, past all splayed out for everyone to go picking through.
Yeah. We will, I think we'll probably discuss that when we make camp.
I just wanted to check in because Vel told me that we're gonna make friends, and we've been together for a while now, and I wanted to make friends, and it seems like we're just. It's been a bad few days.
It has, but I do hope that, I consider you to be a friend.
Liber. That's very nice of you. Don't worry.
God damn it.
You fuck.
You can't save.
Yeah, probably, give her a hug and then rejoin the group.
Sorry, I have to do it to you.
Oh, shit.
So, as you guys make your way towards the entrance to the cave that will lead down to the quarry, your guide's leaving and turning heel and going. Are you planning on going inside? Are you planning on scouting it out? What is your plan of action here?
What do we see on the outside? Like, it's just a pretty
So, on the outside, you see a tunnel that has been... doesn't appear to be man-made, first of all. It looks like it was a natural tunnel that has been expanded upon. It appears to be a redstone kind that leads down drastically at an incline. There's... No, that's not the right term. Give me a perception check.
We almost got that for free, guys.
You almost got that for free.
That's a 16.
We got the word theirs.
It's difficult to tell. It's very unassuming. It's very... There's no natural light coming right now from inside. So,
yeah,
with your dark vision, you only have 60 feet to see through. It looks like it comes to a twist and a turn, and you'd have to delve deeper into it to actually gather more information. Give me an investigation check for outside, though.
Okay, that's a... what's my modifier? Okay, that's a 14.
Okay. There's... like...
Maybe someone else should do it.
No, I asked you to do it. So, leading the pack, I assume. There is... like, old mining equipment that looks to be long rusted and abandoned. Pickaxes and, like, it looks like everything was dropped out here in a hurry.
Okay.
Are you guys on the inside?
Oh, that's all the information we get.
That's all you got with that.
Question, do we need to stealth here, or is it like a full day until we get there?
It's like a full day until... So, like, I'm not going to make you stealth up until there, so... Like, also, the commoners you're with are just like, quick, because I'm getting home as quick as I can. I ain't stopping to stealth.
Yeah. I'm gonna... how many commoners are there? Just 2? I'm gonna give them a gold each.
Just tip them a month's wages. Congratulations.
Yeah, just because, I understand it was tough for them to even come this far, so, gold star or gold coin.
Thank you. So they, like, literally, they take off on a jog and they're sprinting home.
And we're outie, man.
Shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Or do you want me to... Actually, no, let's just go.
So, as you make your way inside, I'll transition the map. You guys... It goes for quite a while before it bends and twists into any form of large cavern. Nux, I assume you're probably lighting a torch, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, 1 second then. So, as you make your way down, you come to this, what appears used to have been like the headquarters that would lead further into it. You hear a buzzing coming from around you.
A buzzing, that's a happy sound.
It's certainly
Oh,
a sound. Let's get this map sorted.
From everywhere around, or in one
From ahead
direction?
of you.
Head.
So, as you walk closer in, there is... I'll bring it forward so you can see it. Should be able to be seen now. Up on the ridge.
Oh!
With a light crossbow. This almost like humanoid wasp-like creature. It has a race of wasp-like folk that are just... looks awful. It's got odd weapons, 4 arms. It's carrying a couple of scimitars and a crossbow. There's seems to be like standing guard. It looks like it recognizes you speaks a language mostly consisting of clicks and such as its wings start a buzz and it points its crossbow at you. I'm going to have everyone roll initiative, but that's also unfortunately where we're going to call the session for tonight.
Do we
No.
roll right now, Lisa? When we...
We'll roll at the start of the next session. But
Well,
you have...
Well, I pressed it just as you said it. Fucking hell.
That's fine. It'll hold.
Oh no.
Can I roll it again next time? Or?
Why is that just broken?
No, that's what you get.
Yeah. That's
Oh, thank you. That was fun.
Yeah, good session.
yeah.
Yeah.
First stream.
That was great, guys. So
That second fight was way too risky. I did not like this.
Yeah.
and
Oh,
we're gonna have
your
a stream there.
camera is frozen. Yeah.
Yeah, the cameras are freezing. I do not know why. Thank you for everyone who did watch, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks, guys.